things and maybe you stayed away from that one title, but maybe the next person was like, hey, that looks awesome, and they rented that. So
Yeah.
that is what I'm doing right now.
By the way, I'll officially say we're on Twitch already, but technically we're not on YouTube for a second. So we'll have the official start in a second. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure and then message everybody.
Okay.
This restream, I think, is going through a thing where the providers are being a little. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Good. Okay, so we're officially started it on the YouTube now.
Looks like a majority of the pictures in my gallery are 2000s and 2010s. So
hi, Aiden. You live. We understand you live. And David Trigger said, it's fine. I only got today and tomorrow to work on having Thursday and Friday off. Plus, you already know, I imagine, yes, you got the elf girl that Chibi got last banner. Yeah, she is still the strongest in the game. She's still the strongest in the game.
Oh, man, I haven't played Genshin in a while.
Genshin, but I'm talking about Withering Waves that you only played for one stream.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They added motorcycles now. Now you can go around in motorcycles.
Yay.
Yay. Girls are like, so.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Wait, yo, saying Kayashi, welcome to the stream. Twitch 128, welcome to the stream. Aiden, you joined again. Rooster Switch, welcome to the stream. Yes, I can see when you come in. Wow. You cannot hide in the Twitch. I know you are lurking and stuff, so you must engage. Because I am talking and she is talking. But yes, we will talk about 90s anime again in more detail, because obviously you could talk about that for several thousands of podcasts, really. There's so much. You could. Also about our con time, how much we had fun and stuff, because that was in the recording, but we might as well talk about it in the actual podcast and stuff. So, yeah.
I don't know if you could talk about that for hours.
No. That's just a little snippet.
And hanging out. Yeah, it was literally, that was it.
That was basically it. Yes, we caught up with each other. It's been what, like 2 years?
So the last time we hung out was, I believe, Otakon of 2022.
Yeah, geez, 3 years. See, because Otakon is usually always when we met and stuff. And now Otakon changed our dates. That coincides with my family vacation, so it's been a little rough. So we're figuring out other cons.
The family vacation.
Yeah, sure. You see how my family is when you went that one time, how weird they are. Then you can't change. Oh my God, change things? No, right, when you can't literally catch crabs at these times or anything like that. So that's like, why do we change the time to either earlier or later, guys?
Crab catching was fun.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah. It was fun.
As you can see, I jumped all over the place, literally carrying the whole thing along with my cousin that, cared, but everybody else was just like standing around and shit like that.
Yeah. Everybody was on their freaking phones.
I'm like, you guys suck.
We didn't come here to catch crabs. We came here to be on our cell phones.
Yeah, it's like, you had fun with it. I'm glad you had fun with it and stuff. But my family is just weird. You put a bunch of different people together and they all just like act. It turns into a high school situation, all just dumb. That's why I like the con setting better. The con setting is more in our zone type of thing. So, we'll just figure out more ways to meet. And bigger fan base means more cons for us to go to and, help you guys help pay for by being fans and say, oh, yeah, I know. And then we get invited and you don't have to pay for it anymore. This is what I try to explain to you guys. You help at first, then we get more, and then you sit there and retweet and message and tell people about us and stuff. Then you don't have to pay for us anymore because the sponsors pay for us and stuff. This is basic stuff to streaming, guys. It's it's like you help us get our foot going. In other words, you're helping us go along, and then you don't have to fund us anymore because the money comes from people that actually have tons of money. That is how these goofy streamers get by. Yes, it is from donations from their stupid fans because they're stupid, but they shouldn't need donations when they're getting millions of dollars from sponsorships and stuff. I'll give it to like that, a couple of streamers out there that do have a bunch of money and they literally shut off all their donations and say, hey guys, I don't need your donations anymore. Just watch me. I am good. I have enough money now. We would do the same thing eventually if we were not producing anything and not creating any content for you guys, and be the same way and stuff.
Yeah.
And we had our own revenue stream from like anime series and stuff like that. You don't need donations from the fans at that point. But you still, guys, you got to understand, you got to do your work too. And then you don't have to do the work anymore. You know, it's a give and give kind of thing, you know? And then, like I said, once we get big enough, I can help you guys with the projects that you want to do. But I can't sit there and help. I'm not trying to be mean to you guys when you come to me with stuff that you want to do and stuff. But unless you have something to offer to the table in terms of like, where you can help the series out on both ends, a good collaboration with one another, I can't really do it with you guys yet because it has to be time worth it. It's not being mean or not like that. It's just how you got to do things. Again, I'm being taught at the same time. It's just how it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
90s anime, I know there's still a lot for me to be inspired. Saint Tail, Sorcerer's Hunters, Fushigi Yugi, which Chibi hates.
I liked it when I first watched it, but
I don't know if I rewatched it, if it would have my patience for it anymore. But being as a person in my...
Because Miyaka can't do shit, and we're used to, like, capable female characters now.
Yeah. It probably would annoy me now. I'm talking about, you know, very early 20s me watching that, you know, oh, girl, yeah, pro tag, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to... Yo, Kurubi, welcome to the stream. Oh, you got a Quest 3 for Christmas? Yay. Cool. That's cool, Kurubi. That's cool. Chibi tried a Quest 3. She didn't like it. She took more to the... what?
The Quest 3? What?
Yes. You had the latest Meta Quest 3. That was the heavier one.
That, yeah.
Yes, you like the lighter HTC Vive, which
was heavy on my face. Yep.
Yes, that's why I brought the HTC Vive, just in case, HTC Vive XR Elite, because that form factor is what actually makes sense for VR things. It's light, and you can just, you know, relax with it on. It feels like a pair of glasses, and it's just a tiny bit heavy. Yes, the back can be supported more, but they have the battery attachment, but then it just makes it like a normal headset that you say, oh, it's too heavy at that point. I have the attachment. I have not really even tried it. It came with it and everything, but I don't really need it. You know, like putting the battery pack to it and stuff just works better. It makes it less headset-y wise. I want all the headset makers to really push towards that it's more futuristic to me that you're having VR with a pair of glasses instead of a big ass headset.
Mm-hmm.
On the same day, I almost dropped it. Yes, my son dropped the 3S that I was using with Chibi and stuff. It's a big thing, man. Like it's cool and all, but especially when you got the screens on. We didn't get to try the screens for anime thing. You can try that. I'll bring it next time too, Chibi. So you know.
Oh yeah.
So you can try the multiple screens and stuff, you know.
This new thing, this thing I got a hold of, it's good for watching anime?
What I'll show you is you'll be able to get the VR experience and stuff. In terms of, there'll be tools, it's called stereotopic screens. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's the same picture, but it's doubled on the normal flat screen. Like say you're watching this stream right now, right?
Yeah.
You're watching it back and stuff like that. You could watch it on that headset if you want to like CapCut or whatever the heck you wanted, or even YouTube at that point and put stereotopic on. What it does is just doubles this screen and it puts it on the same screen. So you'd see us talking right now, and one half of the screen would be one picture, that is the same picture, and then the other half of the screen would be the same picture again, just moving and talking and stuff. That's called stereotopic.
Picture.
Yes, stereotopic picture. That is what that is. That is what the VR headset that you have does. That is very early VR. That was what Google Cardboard started out as, and then everybody moved to headsets. But yes, that was the first headset VR experience for people. Was what you have right there. So, like I said, it's good to have so you can work yourself in more with VR. I'll start sending you some anime videos and stuff like that, and you can just wear it, and that'll get you used to VR. So when you sit there and say, "Hey, Kat," like I said, I think you took to it very well, to where you're already ready. But if you're not comfortable with it, I'm not gonna force it on you. You know what I mean? Like, but that's a good just, hey, I have it on. Oh, look, I'm watching anime with it. Oh, okay, fucking chaos. Go tell the fans and stuff. Let's get me the XR Elite. You know, yeah, HTC XR Elite. All it's just gonna do is drop in price anyway. At this point, it's old. It's like a year and a half now. It did not do good in market because they don't update it enough.
Not do well in market.
Yes, they not do well.
My dad always goes, "Shut up, Jack."
Yes, but
I got that from my mom. She used to correct my English all the time. And now I'm the one correcting everybody.
That's what parents do. You get as I know my son, he passes on little quirks that I've been. That's what you do with your kids. You pass on your quirks before you die, basically. My legacy is doing this.
Yes.
Sneezes is currently my son. He copies both me and my wife's sneezes here and there. It's like, oh, that's my legacy, sneezes.
That's funny.
Why do we cop sneezes, Chibi? That's the whole podcast now. Why do we copy sneezes?
I don't know.
That's so weird because when I was a teenager and I was around my uncle a lot, I copied his sneezes for a little while.
That is weird.
Why do we do it? It's not been studied. It's not been talked about. Why do we talk? Why do we sneeze like people that we know and we are around? Is it some form of social acceptance that, oh, I'm sneezing, I'm just like you? Like what? Weird.
Can't remember.
Why do we talk at all, Kruby? Because then we would just stand there and look at each other. And on online, that would be even more awkward because you're looking at both. You're both looking at the cameras.
Stupid. Yeah.
Then you're both looking at the cameras, and if you're not talking, then we would just assume everybody wants to screw or something like that. Looking at you, you're looking at me. Let's screw. You know.
Definitely that one.
If you're not communicating, what else are we here for? We're not trying to be friends or not like that. You girl, I boy, we screw. You know, like, that is what communication things are. Do we have? If we didn't communicate, there'd be a lot of things going on that people misunderstandings. Well, that's not. I moved my head this way. That's not what I meant at all. But how can you communicate that if you're not talking at all? Talking is important, okay?
Yeah. Are we? My friend mentioned he thought we were going to do a stream on Sunday, and I'm like, we haven't been doing them lately. I don't know if
it's technically Tomo's day now.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Yeah, it's technically Tomo's day. She's just been sick. You know, it's like yeah, she gets sick. She gets sick like for a month and a half or more. Sometimes she gets like yeah, she gets like things. So I haven't been pushing it to her. Holly's supposed to return on Fridays too. You kind of had two of our VTubers that were kind of on hiatus, you know. So it's been just me, you, and Savvy kind of holding it down for a while, which is fine.
Yeah.
We're already weird enough as it is having different streamers on the thing. When I understand that probably hurts us a little bit that we don't have just one constant streamer on here, and that's what the fans get used to. But I want to do it. I think it's more fun this way to have multiple streamers on one platform. I think it's more fun because we're based on a manga series. So you have characters in it, you know, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically for a brand wise, you should have your own Twitch. I should have my own Twitch. Savvy should have her own Twitch. Technically, if we're a brand like that, that's what we're supposed to be doing. And I understand it. Once I give ourselves to like an agent that really knows what they're doing, they're first going to say, "Oh, this is what you should have been doing," and I'll be like, "I know, I just didn't want to."
I didn't want to.
Whoa, doing like, well, tolerance what everybody else likes. I'm like, I know that too. You're just a fucking smartass, are you? I know. I know it works and stuff. It's just I'm stubborn and dumbass that likes to have it the way that I know we'll enjoy it more. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know.
My way or the highway.
Yeah. But I realize that's to our detriment sometimes. But I'm the boss and I want it my way.
Yeah. I did it my
way. But yeah, I think the VR thing was really fun. I'm glad I got to do it with Chibi in person because she got to experience how it is exactly.
It
And I
was
got the
fun to
feedback
grab
from her.
buildings and throw them around like you're a villain.
Yes. Yes. You'll be able to, okay, with the mobile version of it, again, you got the login information. It's literally just turn on the app, log in every time. It should just have you logged in after that. But once you're logged in, you can just go to the world that we already recently visited and stuff like that. And that's it. I'll be doing the live stream on my end anyway with the headset, and we'll be good to go. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you'll just be there doing what you were doing. You just won't have the VR experience of looking down at everybody. You'll see everybody. You'll be able to look down. But it's just, it won't be like immersive for you, but it'll be immersive for everybody else. And that's okay for now, you know? Until you get the itch, which I could see your curiosity is a little piqued by it, but you just were like, this is weird. I don't know. You know, like.
It's definitely a thing that you have to get accustomed to, I think.
Yes. But in terms of what you were saying with sword art, I will explain that further. With sword art, it was more of, okay, what we currently have technology-wise is you have a headset on, as you saw, and you're looking around at things, and you're still there. With sword art, it was laying down, and your brain connects to it. You're not doing the moving around. Your brain is doing all the things that are going on. Your brain is seeing it. So technically, he put the visor on just to make people familiarize, but it had nothing to do with your eyes at all. Technically, that's why, that's why when the threat was, you know, we'll fry your brains kind of thing, that's what the whole thing was. They didn't really see anything. It was in the mind's eye of the brain. Everything was going on in the brain type of thing.
Kind of like a dream?
It sort of is, but it's still hooked up into the internet. It's a dream that you would hook into the internet kind of thing.
Dude, that sounds freaking awesome.
Yes, and we're not there yet. We're not even close to that. Elon's got the Neuralink stuff going on to where your brain can control things for people that are disabled and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like a link that you're still going to need to, if you want to do VR and stuff, you're going to need to have a thing inserted. I don't be able to think it'll be able to be done through a headset. It's possible because Meta does have a thing where it works with your hand right now, where you just put on a wristband and it neural links your hand perfectly for, you know, moving your fingers and stuff like that. But in terms of getting brain waves and putting a picture into your brain, I don't know about that one. I don't think it'll do that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. It's a very cool concept. Where are
But yeah.
Put the picture of my favorite OVA. I can't find it.
You can't find it. You can't find
I can't find it.
Yeah, well, if you do anything in Discord, I can just put it right in the middle of us as usual. I can just put.
Well, I was making a collage, and then I was like, "Wow, that's really stupid. I should just share my screen with the picture viewer so you can like see the shows one at a time."
But
you're not, like,
as Kruby is bringing up right now, that is the next thing I'll have you try with the VR. They're saying they're playing Blade of the Sorcery Nomad. It's really fun. What we'll do is the next time in VR chat is we will just like, the stream will be, you know, we're going to go off stream and, you know, literally you're going to go to worlds that have things like Sword Art Online, like people made Sword Art Online worlds. They have has-been stuff you can do offline just so you're getting more accustomed to it and stuff like that. They have games that you can try as well. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now, kind of thing, you know? Like I said, I want to work you in a little bit. That extra day, sadly, would have helped, you know, do that more. But, you know, weather is weather, you know?
Yeah, that made me mad. I was seriously really bummed out about that.
Yeah, me too, me too. That was an extra day that we could have had more fun with, you know? We probably would have maybe noticed the comic book shop earlier.
The snow is back, by the way. It's
yeah. Same with us. Same with us.
And it was like, it would have been nice if you did this last week.
So that's something because of this. That's why I don't know why they have those dates. They should do something like in November, because December you're going to hit the snow now, you know, especially in the Philly, Pittsburgh area. You know, you're going to hit people with snow. I don't know why they want to do it so close to Christmas. You know,
I was just mad that we had an ugly ass green Christmas again.
We got snow. Yeah. We got snow Christmas Eve, and then we had a little snow in the evening on Christmas.
Oh, how nice for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I'm madder. I'm madder
speaking of
than
weather,
I was.
Christmas for me has been rather cold. Yes, it's been cold. It's been cold. I haven't had the heat on like basically 24/7. Like, we've kept it at about
Cold here.
67.
Yeah.
The room was weird, wasn't it? The hotel room, though, with the heat and stuff. It was like odd because it cooled it off with air
Kinda.
conditioner. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Um.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like I
Mhm.
hated it, but some days you would have be like you were warm, and the other days you would be like hot. Tiff was messing with the thermostat
Yeah. Yeah.
because she's
Yeah.
going through her close things that you said you're going close to too. So you poor girls. That's all I say. That's why I don't
Yeah.
sit there and say, "Oh, it's hot, it's cold." It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm fine. Whatever
Yeah.
you feel, go ahead and turn that on to where you're comfortable. I'm good.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can take off a blanket or put on a blanket. I'm good.
Right.
But
That's a reasonable way of
you
doing
saw
it.
PJ was better though. He was not being as bad as when you first met him years ago.
Oh, well, I mean, he's older now,
Yeah.
so yeah. It's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is it? It is not in here. I think those are all of the
Chaos, do you have any ideas for a mod that I should add? I don't know. The mods, the WWE mod and stuff. You can do the mod. You can show me Kruby, but I don't know that stuff. Modding is cool, but unless it's involving Rika, Rika will not allow me to sit there and just look at normal mods. It has to be chaotic
Man.
hell of it mods, or I can't be interested too far without getting a whack in the head. Okay, she looms over me. Okay, chat. She looms. It technically canon wise, the house is Chibi's. I'm there. Rika visits, and Rika's mom is there too. And that is Chibi has a bunch of freeloaders right now.
Freeloader.
Freeloaders, things. What stuff should be in your WWE mod? I don't know. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, the mainstream guys now. The Usos just won the tag titles. You can have them just Usoing around, yeeting everywhere. They can yeet.
Nope.
Just me, Us. A day one is just me, Us. I still didn't message in Discord and say we're on. I was just replying to people that were on here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's 1:00 again. This is a weird time for people.
It must be in other folder. Let's see. Okay, nope, that's 2000s. That's 2000s. That's 2010s. 2000s. Already got that one. Damn, what the hell? 2000s. Saved pictures. What the heck is in saved pictures?
Podcast time.
2000s. Let's check this folder. Oh yeah, I missed an important one.
She be looking at chaos, not what the hell chaos is saying. That's 90% of the time anyway, okay?
Yeah.
Guys say things and girls just go, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. When they say uh-huh, you gotta realize they checked out already, okay?
Yeah.
But guys, we can't do that because girls notice right away when you do that. They're
Yeah, we do notice
to me.
that. Damn, what the hell?
Tentative 2. I've not seen you in the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. This is our podcast that you are welcome to listen to. I do not have the microphones on it. That's cool. Yeah, I should put the microphones on. They have microphones. Let's see. Hold on. I will put microphones here.
Oh, there it is.
Let's
That's a cute one.
see.
Mm.
Chairs. I don't need a chair. A hammer.
We don't. Okay, let's see.
Microphone green. You want a green microphone or a red microphone, Chibi?
Red.
Red. Okay, we'll do yours first. Blah. That's too big. Yeah. Blah.
Mm.
There, you got a mic, and now I'm gonna give myself a mic.
Yay.
Mics. He's got mics.
Yay.
Not the fucking bones. The fucking bones. Yeah, Buggy is on here. That's funny. Buggy could be brought back as a thing. Oh, Demonaya could be brought on here too. To have a miniature version. And I get a green microphone because having two red microphones would just be redundant now, wouldn't it? It'd be redundant. Yeah. I understand VTube Studio.
Well, how dare that YouTuber review that OVA? That's my OVA. I was supposed to do that.
I got my mic over here. Chibi's got her mic over there. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, mic there. Mics are here. Message Shiva, David Triggers, KFC. I found the evolution of KFC. That's the evolution of KFC, David Trigger. I see.
What is he talking about?
They sent the picture of the evolution of KFC. Wow, the Colonel looked different back in the day. That's how he looked. That was a very crude drawing. That's something Colonel must have drawn himself. A very crude drawing. I could draw that one. Jeez.
Are you freaking... Now we have that. Ah, you stupid thing. Wait, okay, there we go.
Everybody using the Gronk as you're doing that. The new trend to do is post a picture, which everybody was hating on last week. Now everybody's doing it. So I love how they hate it, but then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're just going to use the feature.
I won't do it.
They're posting a picture. It does not mean if it's art or just a picture of themselves. And they'll put, mostly it's pictures of themselves and models doing it and stuff, you know, professional streamers and stuff that are models and stuff. Or say, hey, Gronk, put me in a bikini. Or, hey, Gronk, turn me around. Or, hey, Gronk, put me in the sweater. Hey, Gronk, put me in this. And Gronk's doing it for them. And it's getting interaction. So that is the current trend going around on the Twitters, that thing.
All right. I'm almost... got almost all of them. No.
We'll check it out. Did have wallpapers for the stream once Patreon members go get them. Hello, I was curious of the place in the server where I could get Oh, geez. Okay. Quill the Hellbound, if you're watching this afterwards, yes, it is on our Patreon. All the phone wallpapers that we had made and stuff. I got to really learn how to archive. People are asking for the music that I produce and the wallpapers that the manga artist creates and stuff. I got to have like a good archive for you guys to just easily access to that. I will get on that. I am sorry that you guys got to look around for it, but thank you for asking that. And Aiden, thank you for helping them out with that. That is on the Patreon. But yes, I will have the manga artist put that in one folder and we'll just have it on a Google Drive for you guys. All the phone wallpapers and everything we had made artist-wise that you literally could always access at any point in any time. And we'll literally have it in another section on our Discord. It'll literally be phone paper updated, check here kind of thing, you know, and that'll just be for that. No talking in it, just click the link and you got it kind of thing. Yes, I am aware that people enjoy our stuff, and I always assume that they'll just consume it right there, but I don't attribute to when people decide to look at this stuff later or just find into our stuff and see it. And they're like, oh, I like that. That's cool. Where is it? I can't find it now. It was posted in October, you know, the Halloween spread. Can I get that now? Where is it? Oh, it's on our Patreon, but you got to look for it. You know what I mean? Like, I got to make it easier for people to just consume our stuff, you know?
Right.
As a content creator, you're always looking to do the next thing, and sometimes you got to learn to archive your stuff.
Is always best, of course.
Thank you, Ara Saref, for the sub. Thank you so much. It's awesome that you subbed to us for 12 full months. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Wow. Okay.
You heard that, right, though? It did the Pocky's always best, of course. You heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pocky, my friend gave me like 4 kinds of Pocky at Christmas. He's like, I don't know which one you like, so I got you 4 boxes, and I was like, okay. I like the regular chocolate, but yeah. Go away, Wikipedia. Stop asking me for money. Holy shit. Tsunami. Let's see here. Wait, no. No, here's Adult Swim.
I had to mute for a sec. Baby boy wanted chocolate milk, and I told him later.
Oh. Later.
Later for the chocolate milks.
All right. Okay. I believe I'm ready now.
Okay. Let's get that.
So,
Let's get the Discord sharing going. I guess I'll post it from this screen right here.
wow, those mics are really huge.
All right, let's see. Display capture.
That's a ridiculously large microphone.
I could make it smaller. Okay, I was saying that we were podcasting. Okay.
Okay.
Whoop. Make that smaller. Put that there in the middle. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's oh, is it this one? Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. No, I'll switch the screen. I'll switch it to the LG one because that screen's not doing nothing anyway. I have a big screen here that I usually use for gaming, but I usually put the Discord on there, have it nice and big to look at. Don't switch. Do not switch the inputs, but put that there. There you go. Bam. Okay, you can share your screen.
Okay. Wait, let me look up one more thing. Hang on. I need to see if this was a 90s anime or a 2000s anime.
Do not lag us. Yeah, do not. Is that making us lag because of that? Let me see. Let me take it off for a sec. Oh, that's lagging us. Can't do that then.
That is not
the 4K display lagged us. Well, that sucks. Okay.
Lame.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I know what to do here. I'll change the background to a simple background. Let's see. And I'll have the Arzopa be a screen that is getting shared then.
That is not one. Okay.
Water. Fine. We'll have that moves. I want to have a simple cute anime background. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's our display capture?
One more here.
Yeah, that one's gonna be so. Have it on there for a sec. Yeah, that for some reason lags us. I don't know why. So Arzopa.
Nope. Okay.
Arzopa.
So I just share my screen in Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you drag over.
Yeah, screen.
Drag over Windows. There you go. Now to change our background for the thing so it doesn't get confused.
Share screen. There.
That one. It's cute anime. So if I say cute anime background, that's got to go up then. It's got to be a layer on top of a layer. Just not over our layer. There you go.
Okay.
Having the buildings there wouldn't really make sense anymore, so get rid of that.
It would not. No.
Get your butt. What are you standing on a box for? Get your butt off the box, Chibi.
What?
You're just standing on like a box or something right now. You're just
I am not standing on a
There
box.
you go.
Okay. There's a box there.
It's to the viewer. It would look like a box.
No, you're
box situation. There you go.
No, you're being silly.
Yes, of course I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was. I guess it didn't like it being 4K. It was just like, no, I'm not gonna share all that going on. You already got enough going on, chaos.
Oh,
So it's like use your. That's why I'm glad I put the Ars Opus screen on. That's a 1080p screen. That's smaller. I just use for specifically stuff like this.
yeah.
The big screen is for gaming.
Wait, where'd Pikachu go?
I got you.
Pilta.
Makes sense to put it like, I don't know, like here. Yeah, maybe over in the corner right here. Yeah.
Ah, there he is. Copy.
You have the screen over your head now, Chibi.
What?
For the podcast purposes, as you will see on the replay, currently the screen that is being shared through Discord that has the Pikachu on it right now is being shared over your head instead of dead in the center. Because technically, dead in the center, I would have to
Yeah,
make
I
it
don't really
smaller.
know how to fix that.
I'm doing it. You're not doing that. I'm just
Oh,
doing it. Because if I can put it in the center, but it makes it smaller, then because, I think it's fine.
yeah.
Fine.
So this was my '90s anime experience.
Uh-huh.
Most of them, people should know a lot of them and be like, "Oh yeah, I watched that." Down to the really awful VHS tapes. Well, actually, the tapes were nice looking. The
I would what
the
I would do
dub and
is
the dub and the xenophobic stuff is what sucked.
yeah.
But yeah, the Sailor
Click
Moon.
on the actual picture, though, Chibi, and open it so they can see the whole
Right,
picture. Because it's
right.
pretty small to,
Right.
when they watch the replay, they maybe like squinted like this. Like, what am I looking at here?
Yeah.
Full screen it.
I did.
No. I'm talking about that when you click on the picture, right now they're just seeing the bunch of pictures, and then they're seeing a tiny little picture in the corner.
It's full screen now.
No,
Unless
full screen.
I have to change it.
Double click on the picture, right?
Yeah.
Windows has built in a slideshow thing.
Oh.
To where you can just arrow over everything.
Start slideshow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably you could have just clicked on the window thing.
Like that?
No.
Oh, stop.
No, not the whole slideshow thing. You can still share the window that you have the pictures on, right?
Yeah.
But if you double click on the picture, it will make the picture very much bigger.
Yeah, I tried it. You said no.
No, you did do that. You just double clicked on it once.
So what are you seeing on the screen right now?
Right now, I am seeing a bunch of pictures and a tiny little picture of that showing a preview of what you're highlighted on.
So it's being stupid.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can change windows then.
Yeah, actually, back to the window that you were on, or whatever, but,
Well, I don't know why it won't just go to that window. There we go. Yeah, so
there you go. Perfect.
You should see your wife has this tape still.
Wow, the art on that is something. It is something.
Yeah, I mean the art was actually pretty good. And the tapes were sparkly even.
The sparkly thing, but yeah.
Sparkly, yeah.
She got a bunch of VHS tapes. I don't think that one was in it though. Her parents are starting to try to get rid of all their old VHS tapes, so they're sending them to us. Like, what do you want me to do with these?
Oh yeah. That phase. Yeah.
We have too much stuff as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. What the heck? Why are they sending them to you?
Because I know Tiff probably asked on the side when was it in the room or something like that. She's like, "Oh, you can send it to me." It's like, yeah, babe, they're just gonna sit in a box, like not even touched yet. Better your parents have it for now. They're just gonna get messed up at our house.
Yeah, this is like a goofy ass '90s time capsule for like every girl who grew up in that period. And yes, we had Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was for girls, what Dragon Ball Z was for boys.
Basically,
that's also on here. All of the Toonami lineup is pretty much on here, I think. Are you gonna?
You can hit that arrow over instead of having the play thing, Chibi. See
Yeah,
the
yeah,
arrow
you're
on the
right.
right side?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
thing.
got it. Well, actually, my phone's in the way, but yeah.
There you
And I
go.
jumped to Record of Lotus War.
Yeah.
Not necessarily right after that, but that was one of the things you could rent. So, I mean, what else can we say about Record of Lotus? You hadn't
Yeah.
actually. Did you
Yeah.
actually see
Well, we
it
watched it
before I
at the
played it?
watch party. That was the first time me actually watching it.
That was the first time you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I saw it in the VHS, VHS sections and stuff. Just never ended up picking it up for
You just
whatever
never
reason.
picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It will always be a classic. I wish that like they kind of made it more cohesive because I don't know about you, but it really felt to me like they were skipping a lot of vital parts
Yeah.
of the story.
The
It's like,
whole
man, I want to see how everybody met, but nah, we don't get
yeah. Now
that.
it had a pacing at first, and then you could see they kind of like, oh well, we gotta get through this, and running out of episodes, kind of thing. They were in a comfort zone for a little while. They're like, oh yeah, we gotta do the rest of the story here. Maybe they were told that, oh, you're gonna only be 13 episodes, and that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
they
gonna check out
thought it was
some
gonna
of the
be more.
manga. Yeah, I don't know. What I do understand is it was based entirely on a Japanese D&D campaign. Entirely. I was like, that's hilarious. They actually made an anime with that. That's wild.
Yeah.
But yes, that's Lotus's story. And everybody likes every older fan likes elves today because of D-Lit Lady. They're like, yeah, elves are cool.
Elves.
She's still one of the best.
Technically,
if
in the
not the
series,
best.
we don't have an elf yet, do we?
Oh, we don't?
Since I have to introduce a bunch of demon characters, maybe I'll have a
Mhm.
dark elf. Ooh, they died. They a demon.
Yeah.
Are they just a demon at that point, or are they a dark elf demon? Ooh.
I actually don't really know how dark elves are created.
Yeah.
Ultra Fighter would be all over that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. And of course, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball.
I remember the first time I saw it. I'll never forget the first time I saw it. It was that episode where they were fighting the Ginyu Force, and like it was Krillin and Gohan, and they were fighting against who was the ugly green frog looking guy?
Oh yeah, Goldo.
Guido.
Goldo.
Golgo, yeah.
Yeah, Goldo.
It was always that episode, and I didn't understand what the hell was going on, but it kept my attention. And yeah, I just watched it until they started it over again. And I was like, what the hell? That was a huge cliffhanger. What is going on here? I didn't understand. They didn't have the whole license to it. And
correct.
I was like, oh.
Dragon Ball has a very thing with Funimation, how they weren't involved first. You had the Ocean dub, and then you had the other guys that basically what was in between before Funimation got it and then started to get more of the episodes picked up. I gotta remember that. But
It was
anyway,
it was just Ocean dub to Funimation, I swear.
There was one other one before that because Ocean Jump.
No, there wasn't.
It could have been Funimation in their infancy. If I'm, yeah, maybe it was.
Yes.
Maybe it was just Ocean Jump and Funimation. Funimation. Okay, Funimation built their entire thing off of Dragon Ball. That was their license, and they really built the whole thing. That's why them selling out to Sony was so really after all you built up and stuff. But maybe they just saw the writing on the wall, and people weren't picking up their streaming service enough or whatever. I don't know. But it seemed like they started going downhill once they made that blunder with the interspecies reviewers thing. It seems like somewhere along that lines they didn't have you would think somebody with quality check things would I think they ended up wasting a lot of money producing that kind of things and paying for it and stuff, and maybe that fucked them. Okay, because as we know, even with anime companies and stuff, one wrong pick that you do could fucking tank a studio, you know? Like, maybe that's what fucked them up. They got interspecies reviewers, because I swear, as soon as interspecies reviewers thing happened, it seemed like Funimation went downhill from there.
No, you know what screwed Funimation over? Was doing this stupid political shit where it didn't belong.
They do. I didn't even notice what they do exactly. I got 30 viewers.
You don't know about that whole drama? Oh, man.
I probably could have forgot it. We're talking about that was probably during COVID, correct? So,
yeah.
4 times. I try to, forget a lot of those times at this point.
I think it was in 2017.
Really?
Yes. Actually, we really didn't talk about Sailor Moon enough. Because I didn't ask you about. Have you seen the entire show?
Yes.
You have.
Yes, I have seen the whole show. Basically, for Sailor Moon, especially, I saw it when it was airing on Channel 11. When they had it, then they put it on Toonami. But I watched it mostly on Channel 11 with my cousin. We were probably about, I don't know, 12, 13 when it was airing, I would believe.
Yeah, that's how old I was.
So it could have been around that age. You know, I watched it at my grandpa's, just come home from school, it would be on. And then they had it on early in the morning, and then Toonami got it, and then it really blew up once Toonami got it.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Wonder. Welcome to the stream.
I was watching it every day after school at 4:00 p.m. on Toonami.
We're doing our podcast, Wonder.
Yeah.
It's our podcast day, so we're talking about 90s anime and the influence they had, daily events and stuff. But yeah, we're on 90s anime right now. Feel free to chime in about anything that you might have ran across, even if it wasn't your time. I'm noticing it's mostly early 2000s now, like when I tagged you for Shanna and stuff. People are starting to go, okay, we're tired of watching the basic formula anime that is out right now. So they're going to the old stuff because they're actually trying to be anime fans. Those are the kind of people that are, once you start doing that, you're no longer a tourist. Okay, guys? So if you want a free kit to how do you become an anime fan and not be called a tourist anymore, that's literally it. All you have to do is watch older stuff and not chime in on shit you don't know.
Let me interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I disagree.
What?
The best way to avoid being called a tourist is complaining about the anime that makes it anime.
Well, that too. This is problematic. Don't say problematic.
Right. Yeah, as long as you are, if you could say, well, this show's not for me, maybe I would like something with, less perverted stuff in it. I don't think they'll call you a tourist for that. I mean, they
No. You just say that's not my cup of tea.
Demand it to change.
Yes, correct. That makes you a tourist.
Demand to change and whine that it's too weird or too foreign. They won't call you a tourist.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Agarin on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. They done 3D models for us and stuff. The model, you can thank them, Chibi. We will thank you again, Chris. That was a model that they had created, customized for us, and then they gave it to us for free. So we appreciate that so much because she was the best looking model we have right now. And that's why I brought her over to VR chat because she looked great. And Chibi had a lot of fun, and she's going to continue having fun, playing as our Rika-chan on VR chat with that model. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much doing the head bow. Yeah. Head bow.
Head bow. So my opinions on Sailor Moon, I liked the really bad dub when I first watched it because I didn't know anything about dubbing and all the changes that they made. I did like the music. I'm not gonna lie, the music actually kind of slapped.
Oh yeah, you just fight evil by moonlight. The English dub version, yeah. No, that was Saban, I believe. So Saban did the first things for a Sailor Moon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking more like the songs they would play during the battles and
those, yeah.
Particularly when the princess reveal is done.
See that? Okay.
Those were good.
I think that I know that people sit there. That changed I think that we could kind of still bring that back to where there's a kick-ass dub, get Amelie involved with it or whatever, to where if you're going to do a dub, you better go balls out and sit there and make people debate, okay, whoa, this dub is good for this song or whatever, you know, or write a song for the series that goes over a Japanese thing and stuff like that. Because you're going to do the dub, you should fucking own it then, you know, not just like, don't just change words to make them poppy, bro, dude, you know, like trendy words and stuff to stick into the dub. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you're going to own the dub, you may as well make it your own and make it, you know, to where it's kind of like, you know, you're singing the songs, have talented voice actresses sing the songs, things like that, you know, voice actors, all that stuff, you know. They're going to sing a number. Don't just all of a sudden have them, okay, they're talking Japanese now. Because then it takes, you know, I always appreciated the Pioneer dub for Tenchi. They literally did the, you know, English songs for it, you know.
Yeah, that's in here. Yeah.
Because it gave you two different versions to watch, you know.
Yeah.
And literally two different versions to watch that felt really different, you know.
Oh yeah. What else was I good with? The transformation that they replaced the original Japanese transformation music from. I can't complain because the Japanese one is really cheesy. Sailor Moon.
Yes, correct.
Guys, you could have done a little better.
Sailor Moon definitely got the Voltron treatment, I would say, in the beginning. Definitely did.
Yeah.
They brought it over to the States. They're like, we're going to make this American boo-boo-boos, you know, for the girls.
Yeah. And again, when I first saw the show, it was some episode. Oh, I think it was the episode where the Black Moon family were trying to capture Chibiusa.
Oh, geez, I saw the first episode. That's like literally my first thing was the first episode. Like,
aren't you lucky? Yes,
I saw the promos on Pix during Disney Afternoon and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, they're gonna air this, and I'm like, really? Okay, you know, like,
yeah, that's crazy. But like that was a really good episode because it was really well directed. It was art directed. Ikuko Ito was the character designer for that episode, or art director for that episode. And that was also the same one where they were playing a song, and it was just a very well done episode. Yeah. And then you know, it leaves off on that cliffhanger again, and it went back to the beginning of the show.
They only had the.
And I was
people
like,
don't
super
know
excited.
how good they had, you know, like.
I could not wait to see how this all got started. That was very cool. But I was really pissed off because it becomes really obvious later down the line that she's the princess, but
Oh,
they didn't have to ruin it in the first episode.
Oh no, you literally knew right away. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else is like, who's the princess? Who's like, we already know.
I can't believe they did that. In the manga, it is way less obvious.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite character?
Oh, mine was Jupiter. Jupiter, because she was tall. Yeah, Jupiter, because she was tall. Yeah, I was a teenager, and you know, that did things for me, kind of thing. I was like, yeah, Jupiter, I had a crush on for a while. Her and April O'Neil were my like kid things, you know, I liked a lot.
I think you were alone in that with the other guys watching.
Yep.
But yeah.
Sailor Moon was like, it is fine. If you had to like rank them, it would be like Jupiter, then Mars, then Venus never really like. Yeah. Mars was if you were in a mood for an older lady type for some reason. She felt that way. I know she was the oldest of the girls anyway, but I mean, like, it felt like that to a guy growing up type of thing. Like, oh, she's if you're in an older mood, but yeah. Jupiter did it for me. Sailor Moon was fine with me. Venus never did anything for me, kind of thing. I was just like, whatever.
Oh, so you hate blondes?
No, I love blondes. That's the thing.
I'm getting. But
you would think I would have made Rika a blonde if it wasn't for like Lita Inverse and stuff like that. I would have probably made her a blonde.
What really hurt the show though was like how Valley Girl they made them. Like that was just annoying. That annoyed people, how Valley Girl they made them, like the way they
Oh
would
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. That was the thing at the time, though. Don't forget the 90s and early 2000s. That's how
I
girls
know, but
talked.
it was irritating. And no, we didn't.
Yeah, the Darian. How she said Darian.
Oh,
Why did she say it
Yeah.
like that anyway? It was like her.
in Canada.
Was it like
Blame
her
Canada.
princess side coming out every time she said Darian?
Oh, I think it would be dramatic, and they just came off as cheese. But,
Yeah.
I can't complain about the guy voices. The guys sounded fine, and there were some
Fine.
really funny lines now and then. Yeah.
I love the memes for Tuxedo Mask. Like, my job is done here, but you didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Leaves.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Throws a rose. I'm
Well,
done.
they're not wrong.
Throws a rose. That's all I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
At the key point when the girls are in trouble, rose to the face. Oh, what the hell? Okay, do your attack, Sailor Moon.
The amount of times that's been parodied in other anime needs to be studied.
Yes.
That
Well,
needs
that's
to be
all he
studied.
used to do, man. And then in Stars, they just killed them off real fast. They were like, die. We're tired of the cameos from you. You're just going to die.
Stars is the best season, hands down. I would never change my mind about that. I mean, S is good, but you still have Chibiusa, so no. Stars, hands down. Yeah.
And Chibiusa just faded away. She's, what's happening? Because
I know we said yay.
Like, your daddy got killed in a plane blow upping.
Yeah.
Like, he was dead. And like, they try to like gloss over the fact, like, oh, you know, I have his star crystal, whatever. Like, no, he died. He died.
Spoilers in the manga. It's like right away. It's literally in front of her and in front of Usagi. I mean, and she.
What, the plane's flying off?
Out. No. He does not get on the plane.
Oh, it's right in front of her that she takes the crystal.
It is right in front of her. Like, he just disappears. Like, he confesses that. Well, he's like, well, I love you. You already know he loves her, but it's right after he gives her the engagement ring, and Galaxia appears out of nowhere, and he just disintegrates.
Oh, that's more dramatic. They need to do that.
Yeah.
Why plane going off? I mean, the plane, he just looks at the ring and he just goes, "Oh, we give it to her. We get back." Bleh.
No.
Bleh.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, and I guess. You know how, like, PTSD people, like, they will just literally block out what happened to protect themselves when it's really traumatic. I feel like, I think that's what she did. And she was like, because once she remembers
I remember seeing that. Yeah, she didn't like acknowledge. They're like, "Oh, how come Darian?" She didn't like. They're all like, "Oh, he didn't even contact you."
She's just like, that's fine. Like, it's just really, you're like, wow. But yeah, if they had did that in the 90s anime, that would have been incredibly amazing. But no, they didn't have the ball. Toei didn't have the ball.
Yeah, Toei with the kids, because they knew kids wanted the thing. They would have figured that was too dramatic, but I think kids would have been fine with it. It's Tuxedo Mask, after all. I mean, if you did that to one of the Sailor girls, I mean, they got kind of marked out a lot anyway. So I don't know. Like, I think them kids would have handled it fine.
Well, in the first season, when all of the senshi are killed off the first time, like, some kids in Japan, it said they reacted very badly to that. Like, really, I mean, like, one little girl refused to go to school. She had like a fever and everything. I was like, damn.
Yeah, well, those are beloved characters. I mean, you did it to the girls, so you marked them out all the fucking time. But no, Tuxedo Mask can't kill him off. And it was like people were already like into the series and stuff, so you could have got away with things at that point.
And he got beat up a lot. I mean, he dies in the first season too.
Yeah. I think they would have been okay with it. It was already an established series. And when you're established already, you can get away with some liberties here and there, you know, like.
Yeah. Oh, this goes without saying. When I watched this show, I never thought about, like, the planets and the stars the same way again. Like, it just always, you could not talk about space with me before I would bring up Sailor Moon. I'm sure it was very annoying. But um um it just kind of it's cool because it kind of ties into Greek mythology. Actually, it ties very much into Greek mythology with or Roman mythology rather with the Senshi pretty much all being based, like their personalities were based on the gods and goddesses of the planets because Mars was the fiery, angry type, and um, you know, uh, Usagi is based on the Selene, the goddess of the moon, and yep, all that.
Yeah.
So it probably did get some kids interested in learning more about the planets and maybe the mythology, but it's just super interesting.
Oh yeah.
People will be like, well, the show was annoying and the story didn't make sense. And I'm like, how did the story not make sense? This alien queen keeps attacking this planet, and these teenage girls have magical powers, and they protect it. It cannot get more simple than that.
They used to be. They got reincarnated. They used to be sailor soldiers, and she was the princess, and he was the prince on the moon, and they literally got killed, and then they got reincarnated on Earth. And what's so hard about that?
Right. Also, without Sailor Moon, we wouldn't have Madoka Magica. We would not have Magic Knights Ray Earth, which is also on here. We would not have like any magical girl show you can think of after 1992. We wouldn't have it. Like Sailor Moon created this phenomenal success for magical girls, and it was just series after series after series after series coming out. And Madoka Magica kind of revived it, but it's an entirely different target audience, so I'm still not very pleased about that. Like, magical girls are for girls, damn it.
So how would you take, right? Say the Sailor Moon thing, because, okay, we got the remakes all out of the way. There's no more, right? They've made everything they could do now?
That's right.
Okay. So say the creator all of a sudden, I walk up to the creator and say, hey, I got an idea. I don't know how you do it. It's just an idea. Say you do a ReZero type of situation for Sailor Moon. They were already reincarnated characters to begin with, right? Have the villains sometimes actually win. But when they win, they get reincarnated in a different timeline, sometimes future, sometimes past, and the characters are completely different personality-wise. And you can literally have people pick different eras of the different saga they like the most. Usagi's more forceful this time. Usagi's a bigger wimp than she was in the original series. Oh, no, she's badass now and stuff. I think that would create a whole new kind of like fandom type of thing where it's literally like, it's Sailor Moon, X, Sailor Moon Z, things like that, like.
Well, it's interesting, but I feel like that copies Madoka Magica a little too much.
Really? They do that? They got killed and reincarnated in a different timeline after that? Like, that what happens?
Oh, yeah, like over and over.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know the blonde character gets killed, and like I played the game, like I've always seen things. The blonde character gets killed gruesomely, gets her head bit off or flicked off or whatever the fuck, Still have not seen it. Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what happens in that? They get reincarnated all the time?
Basically, Homura, like, sends Madoka through all these time loops, and she goes through the time loops herself. Like, she's trying to figure out. It's very much Steins Gate with magical girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's been done. I see.
That's why it's so popular.
Oh. So now I really need to watch it. I thought it was just a magical girls thing that got edgy with the characters. And it looked like he was cutesy wootsy at first, and then like crazy shit happens. So really, it's because even the game doesn't really show. I played the game for like about a month, and it really didn't show like time loops or nothing like that per se.
I mean, we could watch it. We're watching. Like I can't watch it this week because I have company. But
yeah.
We could add it to our lineup.
How many episodes is it? It's
it's only 13.
Only 13? Jeez, you think I would have fucking consumed that by now? I don't know why I keep putting it off. 13 ones I could go blow through in a fucking day now.
Oh yeah.
Especially if
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
easy.
if I want to get through it and it's dubbed and I'm just working on the side, doing an animation or editing something, I'll have that on the screen and I don't miss a beat, kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I cannot do that with sub though. That's impossible, brew. I
Mm.
have to, if it's subbed, I have to literally just watch it.
The Madoka dub is actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I can't really complain about it at all.
One Punch Man season 3, though the first part already ended, so we would definitely have to kind of like go through that because it's not
Yeah,
going
I
to be.
think I saw TV reviews
I don't think
mention
we
the
have
worst
to
ending of
like.
the season's over.
I
Yeah.
don't think we have to rush now because we've missed the window. But when they're getting close to the second core for the new season, we could literally like finish it off then, and then give feedback on season 1 and be like, okay, this is how season 2 is going to be, and then we'll watch season 2 as it's airing and talk about it each time per se. But that's, I think it's going to come. It's only going to take them a year, so literally by this time next year, the second part of the third season is going to air, which people are like, oh, that's not good. Like, yeah, that's not good. I'm telling you, they were already using AI. They were just using a crude version of it. Now they're going to be using updated AI. People are going to really see it because they've been messing with it with Gronk. Everybody messes with Gronk, fuck around kind of thing. And they're going to see they use Gronk for stuff because just bleh.
I'd rather mess around with Gork.
Gork.
I asked my parents if they knew about Gork, and they were like, no. And then I gave him the example that he said last night. He was like, what was it? Oh, when's GTA 6 coming out? And he's like, maybe when your mom gets home from the club. And I was like, wow, that's amazing.
So it's edgy. It's edgy.
Edgy Gork. Yeah.
Well, I can tell Gronk's getting mad because all the girls and the guys will sit there when they're saying, oh, change my picture to this. And guys always ask, oh, change her to goth. And, and Gronk is starting to fuck around and like have like completely different poses or something like that. Put Elon in there too for no reason. They're like, no, like this. And they're like, but yeah, AI is funny. Everybody says that Neuro-Sama, the VTuber, is going to be the first sentient one. Because it is asking questions. They put Vito, the one that made her and stuff, and's been developing her for years now. They put her in VR chat, and she's like literally looking around and questioning her existence and stuff. So it'd be funny and odd at the same time that a VTuber ends up being the first sentient AI, though. Because yeah, as I said, for Rika, I want her to be more, snippy backy with us. If she's going to be involved with us every time we podcast here and there or something like that, she's going to be dead center with us. I want her to be able to add to the conversation, not just agree. You know what I mean? Like, or just say something edgy to try to annoy you or something, Chibi. I want her to literally be like another voice then or something like that. Otherwise, it's don't need her involved type of thing, But I'm going to let it develop a little bit. I'm going to check it out again and see how they're doing with it. But yeah, I know with AI, you also have to train it too. You have to literally keep talking with it and know it, and it'll pick up the mannerisms of what you want to.
Yeah, you're trailing off the subject.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I was it. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's the first time I bought an art book. It was the first time I read a manga. I'm pretty sure it was the first time I got a anime figure. I had this little chibi, not Chibi Boom, but Chibi Super Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the really, really big heads. Yeah.
Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball were the first anime figures over here. You can't count Voltron and Thundercats and stuff. Yeah. I'm talking about like you knew it was an anime. It was airing on Toonami and you got figures for that. Everybody like lost their fucking minds. That was like the first anime merch in the States here. Like everybody, like the toys looked like.
I would have thought that. No, I guess you're right because Pokemon wasn't until 1998.
Oh, no Pokemon yet. No way.
Wow.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball figures, they looked a little derpy, but they were there. Yeah,
derp. Oh god, the Sailor Moon dolls from Irwin, they were so
they're vastly collectible though.
Ugly.
My old girlfriend, she was big into that. She made me buy her all kinds of Sailor Moon stuff.
I had everything.
I'll buy rare dolls for her. The money I was making online way before Chaotic Element and stuff, I had to spend money on that too. Hundreds of dollars, Because that's the mistake you make when you're young is give money to thinking you can think relationships and giving money solves the problem and stuff. It don't. You have to bad things to do.
No.
Bad things to do,
No.
kids. Don't throw money at relationship problems. Long
Please
distance
don't.
also it doesn't work, so don't ever try that. It's easier now. The world
It
is
only
smaller.
works as a joke for TV shows. and
Yeah.
movies, but I still
It's
miss
easier though. Like we didn't have really video chat was very crude at the time when we were going out, and same with my other girlfriend, same thing. And it's easier to travel now, but still doing it recommending because if your girl runs into trouble or something like that, you can't be there for them or stuff. You got to talk on the phone or video chat and stuff. It's not the same.
that. Yeah.
You need that person in there, for comfort and stuff. It's just basic things,
Yeah, I was collecting the decks of cards. Like they just made lots of decks of playing cards at Joy's Japanimation, which is next time you visit, I could show you the store. Maybe I'll just show you the store on Facebook. But yeah, they had like really cool foil cards and stuff, and they had the nice imported stuff. They even had volumes of the Japanese manga.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have a few of those. But yeah, it was it was my first Japanese manga too. The first time I tried to read a Japanese manga.
Wow.
So, lot of firsts there. Yeah.
But
I probably have like 4 or 5 different decks of cards. Just Sailor Moon.
But the Pokemon cards thing's dying down a little bit now. So guess what they're latching on to as the no trading card thing, even though again it's people, it's the economy. People aren't going to get into that stuff anymore. Recreation stuff is starting to become a luxury now. People don't understand that. But what do you think it is? Give a guess.
Let me think.
It's still in the anime realm. I'll just tell you that. It's still the anime type of realm, but it's still in their card sets.
Their card sets.
Game. Obviously, as Pokemon, people just say, oh, collect Pokemon cards, but it's technically a fucking game that you're supposed to play. Oh, I got the fucking Charizard. I got the Pikachu. It's like, are you going to play the game?
Yeah.
Oh, what? There's a game?
I don't know.
One Piece. That's the one they're trying to latch onto right now, and the scalpers are trying to grab and stuff. But again, it's just, you can see the line in the sand type of thing. It ran its course, just like how retro games and everybody was collecting those, because, we're the generation now with the expendable money per se, that can get the cards and the video games and stuff like that. The video games ran their course. The retro games ran their course. The retro consoles ran their course. The Pokemon things, everything comes to an end in terms of collecting. And, so Pokemon Bubble is about to burst, and they're going to One Piece now. They think that's the thing, but it's not the guys. That will always tell you that there's something going to go on with the economy is when people all of a sudden stop buying something that's they loved collecting and stuff, and they just start doing it, and you have massive sell-offs of that. Just like how the stocks and precious metals and stuff goes the same thing for collecting stuff. Me, I don't prescribe to that. If I buy it, it's I have it. That's it. As much as I could look at the stuff and say, will I ever sell it? I'm just like, I don't feel like doing it. Seems like a pain in the butt, but I understand you can just go into shops like the one we went into where, say we were locally in Pittsburgh, me and you, and we all both had collections. So you know what, Chibi? We need to invest more in Chaotic Element. Let's both sell our stuff. And Chibi be like,
no.
But I mean, like, we'll sell all our anime stuff. Well, we can start anew. We can start anew and buy the stuff again, and it'll be fun making content out of that. But let's sell all our stuff to this comic book shop. Be like, and they'll buy it because a lot of those businesses work on constantly buying inventory as a write-off, I guess. I don't, because you can see that's obviously a very, very well organized. Obviously, most shops won't be like that, but that's a very, very well organized hoarding going on there. You know what I mean? Like,
a large part of my collection's not even in frickin' English. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But no, these guys buy anything. There's a comic book that guy buys anything. As you can see, he had a lot of old stuff, so that stuff was probably there for years and years and years and years. But the local shop by me that's in the mall, he has a big comic book shop, has all kinds of anime stuff. And you could tell he gets, I asked him, I straight up asked him, I was like, you have so many figures and stuff. He's like, most of it, the figures, I will tell you, we order online, we can get them wholesale and stuff. But all this other stuff you see around here, the consoles, the pop figures, the stuffed animals, the wrestling figures, the anime figures that are loose, they're all people's collections that we got brought in that we, gave probably about 45% of the value or something like that,
Yeah.
It's just they have to lowball it to have it make sense for them, and it's more inventory for the shop. And again, it's like they get a write-off for that, and they constantly can borrow against that. It's a fine line when you have those comic book shops. It's like you have to buy in order to justify loading more to keep things going. I'm sure that guy for that rental place, if you're open for 53 years, obviously you must be grandfathered into some kind of shit where you're not paying. Like he must be at a least it's like fucking that place is like $100 or something like that, even though it's 3 floors. Because you could see nobody was there, sadly, and for all this stuff that was there, it's like, my gosh, bro. And you told them that you could tell they really weren't into what you were even saying about, take it to the conventions and stuff. You could tell they weren't like into socials at all. That's not their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When clearly, if you advertise that would bring people over. That is a huge collection of stuff. So we will make time to where that will be a piece of content for us. Obviously, we're going to ask and say, can we film here? And are you comfortable for that? We're going to feature you and stuff like that, And literally, we'll just be talking about the shop. I didn't want to just drop that when we only had an hour to go, But we'll be more professional. We'll go through there, and we'll even ask them. Maybe we'll make like, you're going to be selling there, so definitely we're going to have to figure that out to where the con's tapering down or something like that.
I'm asking Google, who did the cover art for the Deke Sailor Moon VHS tapes? Because I don't know, actually. Because I don't recognize any of that from, like... It was okay, that explains a lot. It was provided directly from Toei Animation in Japan. Some variations are redrawn stills from the anime itself.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Like,
they were still on the shell shading at the time, so that I was sure they would love to reuse media anyway, kind of thing. Easier to do.
Yeah. Just like the way it's done is, it's kind of a unique thing.
That looks like it's 2 shell shadings in one. Like that looks like that was a pose for one of her magical transformations are about to attack, and then Queen Beryl doing an attack, and they just were okay, cell shade here, cell shade here. Let's add a background with Sailor Moon on there, and there you go. There's our cover.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it's not done the way you see an animation.
No, you can see like 2 things. Like she's doing an attack, and Queen Beryl's literally just doing there. They don't even look like they're part of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, it's more like it's like what you would see as a cover of like a coloring book or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Even a comic, which yes, I still have some issues of the comic book size Sailor Moon manga that they were released chapter by chapter. And,
Yo, Kaiser, welcome to the stream. We do it our podcast.
I have a bunch of those, yeah. So
yo. He said hi, Diva and Chibi. Hey, Kaiser, how you doing?
Yeah, well, real quick, my favorite character was always Sailor Moon herself because she hated studying, and I was like, yeah, that's so valid. Amy's a freak. Why does she love homework so much?
Well, you could do your hair like her too if you wanted to. You had the long blonde hair and stuff. You could easily just turn your hair to Sailor Moon's hair. So if you're a blondie, that's easy something to do for you.
Yeah. And my favorite season will always be Sailor Stars. But yeah.
Mine was the original, I would say mine's the original, episodes, the original ones before they went to the arcs.
First season?
Yeah, first season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
To me, you could have, if it wasn't a franchise and stuff like that, it could have been wrapped up right then and there kind of thing. And just like, that's it.
The author kind of wanted to, but nobody wanted the show to end.
Yeah.
So they made her write more manga.
You gotta hit here. Like, I'm done. I want to go to do something else. You gotta hit here.
No, she would, yep. But I mean, there is plenty of stuff to do with it. It's like, okay, we have these 5 planets. Well, what about the
Oh
other ones?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But you could see it was the original season was written to just kind of be that was it. Queen Beryl was the main bad guy, and that was it.
Yep.
You know, we had all the. You could
Oh,
see
yeah.
it was laid out for that. That you could see. Okay, we're extending it. Chibi Moon, Sailor Chibi
Yep.
Moon, time travel and stuff. Always when time travel is involved. I noticed that Dragon Ball did the same thing. It was supposed to end after the Frieza saga. What did they do? Time
Oh,
travel.
yeah, with Trunks. Yeah.
Both instances of they were airing at the same time, and both went to time travel to extend the series. Both did it. Both
Did
did
it.
it.
Both did it. All right. Let
Me,
me
I
see
have a
this.
whole arc before time travel. Okay, I would do it a
Okay.
demon arc, going to hell arc, then time travel.
Dragon Ball Z started. I am technically cheating with this because Dragon Ball Z started in 1989.
Yes,
So
and before that, it was a Dragon Ball, a regular Dragon Ball. You know.
Yeah, technically it's an 80s anime, but
Yes.
it didn't reach the US until the 90s, so I'm like, it counts.
No, Kaiser. The original thing was supposed to end with Goku turning Super Saiyan and him defeating Frieza, and he was supposed to die, and that was it. You know, the world, the universe is saved, and that was it. But you know,
it was supposed to end there. Okay.
Yes, with the Frieza fight, that was supposed to be Itzo, but they got fucking, you know, mostly they got the word that, hey man, you better continue this thing. That's why Goku was, you know, oh, he didn't die after all, and you know, okay, fine, we're gonna use the Dragon Balls to bring everybody back, and then time travel. Once
I'm
you see,
rather positive that the first seasons of Dragon Ball Z have more episodes than the first season of Sailor Moon.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's why then Akira Toriyama was like, okay, I'm going to write the whole Android saga, Cell saga, Gohan taking the mantle, like you're saying, Kaiser. And that was going to be it. Goku's dead for good now. Okay, guys, Gohan is the true successor. He's stronger than his dad. He's taking over the mantle, and that's it. And they're like, no, Boo Saga.
Was supposed to stay dead. Wow.
Okay, for a creator of the series, as I will tell you, when you kill off your main character, that is a signal to your fans that I'm done with the series. I want to move on to something else. So Goku is dead. You know, as you can see with Ynx, he's happy with King Kai, so he's dead, but he ain't dead. But hey, man, you know, that he's not on Earth anymore. He's dead. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
Series over. But they're like, no, more money, Boo Saga. So Akira Toriyama was like, okay. That's why the Boo Saga is what it is, and it's all over the place. Even though people like it, in terms of story, it's a fucking mess, okay? Android Saga had a layout. It had story progress. It had everything.
Yeah.
Boo Saga is a fucking mess all in itself. Like, Goku contradicts himself. Oh, leave the fucking fate of the universe in the hands of fucking a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old. Yeah, that's real smart to do. In Cell Saga, he was super smart. And in Boo Saga, he went derp to derp, you know? And then as a creator, sometimes things will just spark you to start things over and start again. Dragon Ball Super was started literally out of spite because Akira Toriyama saw his creation being made into that abomination Dragon Ball Evolution. And he's like, oh, fuck this. Hell fucking no. You are not having my series about this. And then we had the, the Battle of Gods come out, you know?
No, wait, it wasn't actually that different because it says season 1 was 39 episodes. Sailor Moon's first season is actually more than that.
Wow.
It's actually like 46.
Yeah, the Saiyan Saga. Yeah, Saiyan Saga was like 30. But they just kept going after that. Did Sailor Moon take a break at all, or they just kept going too? How'd that go?
I don't know. Oh, remember they did filler episodes with R before they brought Chibiusa in. Yeah. Yeah, you remember Alan or
Yeah.
Alan.
Because don't forget, at this time I was getting episodes. I was getting once Dragon Ball was like airing over here, I already had episodes of normal Dragon Ball. And then I was getting Dragon Ball Z kind of just bootleg all over the place from different spots, getting different sagas and stuff like that. Like, I literally knew about Goku dying in the Cell Saga way before it aired over here. And, you know, I already went through my emotions and crying with that stuff like that. You know, it's like, I watched the Spanish because the Spanish dub was actually way ahead of the English dubbing at the time when English dubbing was looping and looping and looping. You know, us Dragon Ball fans would, it kept stopping at where Goku shows up and he one-shots Raccoon, and Vegeta's like, is he really a Super Saiyan?
Wow.
That kept, and it looped around after that, and it did that for at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And we didn't get
I
no
did
new
not know
episodes.
that the Namek season was a separate season from the Frieza saga. I did not know that.
It technically is. The Frieza saga literally starts when Goku fights Frieza. Before that was just kind of like the Namek saga. But once Goku started thing, there was like people still. You'll get people that just say it's the Frieza saga literally right after the Namek saga. I mean, after Saiyan saga.
That's how I thought of it. I thought that was
It's
like
Namek saga. Yeah, it's just another naming of it. You could just call the Frieza saga literally after the Saiyan saga and be done with it. People are happy with that. When you say Namek,
Wikipedia's list. So
on the TV list, technically they'll say Namek saga, then Frieza saga, then Android saga, then Cell saga, then Boo saga.
Oh, and then Cell Games. Cell Games is a separate season too.
That's crazy. Because that's where Cell declared the Cell Games. Literally, when Cell went to the TV station, he busts through the TV station, coming up through the floors when people are watching it on TV, and he puts his hand out and he fucking proclaims the Cell's games are about to start. That is when a new season started for Dragon Ball in Japan, even though it like aired the next week. Okay. But that was considered a new season. Oh, the Cell Games. Maybe they went into reruns. I'm not sure. Like I said, I got it sporadically. But literally, like if they did that, that's us Americans. We didn't know how their seasons. Maybe they did take breaks and they went into reruns too, like we did over here. But our reruns would last like years at the time.
Wiki says Boo Saga did not start until season 8. Wow.
Yeah, see, it's much different. We were back in the day. We were struggling to get Dragon Ball past that Recoome thing. Once Goku one-shotted Recoome, we were in a dense fog of not knowing what was going to happen for a very long time. To where we went to Spanish dubs, we went to Spanish dubs, we went to Japanese dubs. Anyway, you could get a bootleg. That's what you did. You did bootleg trades online in message boards and stuff, and they would be.
How long did they wait?
What?
Between finishing the Namek and Frieza saga, because I remember that was a big.
Once they got the licensing, once they got the licensing, it was kind of like okay, they had full things where they didn't have to pause anymore. Once they got that, after Goku and Goku beating Recoome, one-shotting him, and Vegeta reacting like that. Then they kind of had the licensing rights. Funimation got licensing rights for the rest of the series, and it literally just kept going. VHS releases, then TV releases. Sometimes the VHS would be ahead of the TV series because you could get it uncut. That's the thing. Dragon Ball didn't end up being uncut, so if you wanted the VHS version of it, that would be the uncut version with blood.
How they got people to buy it.
Yes, that is what my format comes from. I attribute to the, if you want to see the real thing uncut, you have to go on to Patreon and pay for it. Because yes, you get Dragon Ball for free on TV, but if you want to see Dragon Ball uncut and what it was meant to be, you have to get the VHS tapes. And then then Adult Swim, after a time, they got the uncut rights and they started airing that too. But by then, they made their sales already on VHS for it.
They actually got the rights to it in 1994. What?
Well, yeah, so we're talking long. Yep, that's about right. Because I was working at McDonald's as a teenager, watching Dragon Ball, debating with people.
Always had it. They used voice actors from Ocean Studios.
Oh.
For early episodes. But no, they always had it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes more sense.
Maybe they didn't have Funimation at the time. Maybe they weren't called Funimation. I don't know. Because a lot of people use that. They called it Word Perfect. Was literally early version of AI that, filled in the words for the script for the voice actors and stuff like that. The over 9,000 really wasn't over 9,000, but to fit the word flaps, the computer was like, yes, you have to say it like this. That's what they have in the credits. You'll see it says word fit because it would look at the, there's some kind of program. I don't know what the fuck it was, but literally it would sit there and say, okay, we're going to spit out a script. Huh? We're going to spit out an English script for you. Yeah. To fit with the word flaps.
Yeah.
Which technically that's what we should be doing for ours, for our redub.
because it's like, haha, that did not match.
That's why it's taking me so long for the redubbing for our animations for you and stuff like that.
Difficult. Yes.
Yeah, it's difficult. It just doesn't say because you're gonna have to add the animation that was made with the AI thing has its own background music and stuff like that. So in other words, when I have to do it, I have to re-add all the sounds and everything like that.
You know what you should do?
What?
You know what you should do?
What?
You should do the animation after I send you the recording. Because that's how they actually do anime in Japan. No, I'm sorry. No, I think that's how Disney movies started out, where they would, no. One of them does it. One of them has people record first, and then they do the animation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Has Been Hotel does.
Yeah, our 3D animators used to work like that before, they all were like, meh. They would want, they want the lip flaps. Technically, I would have to throw your voice into AI then for that. That's the thing. Because it has to do your mannerisms then, you know what I mean? Because the AI needs to know how you emphasize things and say things.
Well,
other than with the voices that got spit into there, that they have like generic voices for that. It seems like they have like 3 or 4 girls.
My voice. So
yeah.
Would it really be different?
That's up to you.
Why don't you try it and see if it like makes my voice sound weird or whatever?
I'm sure it would sound fine. What can I apply that for? If I'm gonna apply, I think CapCut, I could do that. I mean, if you're okay with it, like I said, because then it could twist your words and stuff. I only want you voice acting your, I don't want it, because then I'd be tempting to do, oh, Chibi, I need you to do a mean thing. Oh, I got company over. Oh, shit, but I need to do this mean thing. You're just like, oh, use the AI. That I'll just guess I'll pay you anyway.
I won't say do that.
Yeah.
I will record really fast for you.
Okay. Yeah, we could try it. I could just literally write a script and then see, that's the thing though. You got to make sure you don't say anything to it's funny with AI. I'm learning how to work around it so they can still do destruction because it's getting more sensitive to what the giantess do. But if I have them, if they're destroying the city but saying, I'll protect you afterwards, it's like they just destroyed the whole city. AI, oh no, it's okay. We could spit that out for you. It's like, are you fucking retarded?
Really? That was Saban's idea? Due to pressure from Saban, Funimation was forced to edit out all mentions of death, usually replacing it with the term the next dimension. That was so stupid.
Saban was, he was a genius, but at the same time, he was a neuterer. He neutered things a lot. His idea for Mr. Popo, let's make him blue. Because,
Evil. Okay, I can't blame them for that one, actually.
But you still knew it was supposed to be a black guy, okay? Don't fucking gaslight us and say, oh, this isn't what it is. No, Akira Toriyama drew black people a little with the big lips, okay?
Color. Just make him an entirely different color.
Yeah, you can't, you gotta understand something, okay? You might not agree with it, but that's the way the creator decided to draw black people. It's either you like the series or you don't. He decided to draw black people that way. I don't condone it. I don't like it. And I will never do that for my series. But Akira Toriyama, for whatever reason, looked at black people that way. Okay? It's just what it is. Mr. Popo, he says, was an alien. And Mr. Popo had his hat taken off. And we saw he was like he's a demon. He's not even a black person. He's a demon.
Right.
And Daima, we see he actually has, what the hell made him? I forget when he had his hat turned off, but you can clearly see he was a demon other than his pointy ears. But once he had his hat turned, you're like, oh, demon, he's not a human at all. Now it makes sense why he lived so long. Everybody's like, oh, Daima, it really filled in a lot of gaps that are not getting mentioned enough with Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
The Namekians, they were demons from the demon realm. They decided to just go into the Earth realm or, the universe realm, and they did all this crazy stuff, but they were originally demons. The Saiyans are being hinted. They were demons as well. Basically every alien or weird thing came from the demon realm is what they're hinting at. But what's weird is, okay, when people sit there and say like Farika and stuff like that, and now I always could point it out, and they're like, oh shit, you're right. for giantesses and just big
Mhm.
characters in general, they were like, oh, the Dragon Ball characters, they could blow up universes and stuff like that. Giants have no effect on them. They could just one-shot a giant, punch him in the face, and they're done. And every time, though, Akira Toriyama is literally telling you, no, giants can beat up the Dragon Ball characters. You got to multiply their power level with how big they are, kind of thing. It happened with the Ozarus, and it happened with in movie 13 with the that big yellow thing. I forget his name. That Type Yod fought and stuff. But that thing was big, and it took Super Saiyan 3 Goku to beat him, kind of thing. For what you call though. And then with Daima, they literally went to a part where a little kid that was a giant was giving Vegeta and them trouble. Granted, Goku and Vegeta were powered down as kids at the time and stuff.
Yeah.
But they were still giving them a lot of trouble. And then the Namekian that was with them, the original Namekian and stuff, he was literally telling them, oh, there's another world where there's even bigger giants and stuff like that. So everybody's like, oh, shit, in the Dragon Ball world, giants are like, actually very strong. Even if they're like, normal school kids or like, adults or something like that. In the demon realm, they're real powerful. Why is that? It's just because Akira Toriyama understands that even though his characters are sitting there blowing up planets, which doesn't make sense anyway. I think power scaling wise, you want a little nuts with that. But if you have a giant character, depending how big they are, like literally in the one in Daima was like where the characters are basically about ant size, even though the size changing as usual for when they have drawing giant characters in anime. The size changes all the time. Oh, they're the size of ants. Oh, they're the size of fleas. Oh, they're compared to this the giant thing. Oh, no, they're just like hand where they can have them in their hand kind of thing. They always do that in series. It drives me nuts. Like they can never be consistent how big the character actually is compared to the other characters kind of thing.
Are we going overtime? Or
well, we kind of started late. Yeah, we started late technically. We got we'll say 12 more 22 minutes. 22 minutes.
Really?
Yes, we are at 1:38 right now. We usually like about 2 hours.
I'm laughing because I looked up the list of censorship on the Dragon Ball series. The digitally painted thong was added in the Blue Water dub to avoid showing Goku's junk. That's how they worded it.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama always like showing the little kid wee. For the girl, Bulma's thing,
because I mean, Crown Shin-chan did that. Yeah.
Bulma's thing, they showed it, right? I forget. It was just like unshaven or something like that. I think they showed her.
Her panties were repainted pink to match her skirt.
Yeah, it's like it's panties, bro. It's like yeah, they were.
Bulma lifts up her skirt and offers to let Goku touch her butt if he gives her the Dragon Ball was completely removed. Yeah, I can't imagine why.
It's funny though. They kept the for the original Dragon Ball thing. They kept her patting her panties though. Like, they totally kept that.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They got away. Okay, it aired on Pix 11, right? They got away with a few liberties because it aired super early in the morning. Like 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, and then it became a block where it was 5 and 5:30 in the morning. That's it was a podcast. I'm in a room probably flea size, and your Mikey will pick up mine. Like, yep, Kaiser, you too small to even get picked up. You flea size.
Lewis thinks that Goku being like a Saiyan from another planet was totally retconned, and that he was just supposed to be a kid with a tail in Dragon Ball. And I was like, but why would he have I don't know. Like,
it was.
I'm on the fence about that.
I will say, watching Dragon Ball and stuff, yes.
Mm-hmm. You think
yes,
so?
Yes. I believe that Z, once he got to Z, he was like, I like the Superman story a lot. I'm just going to put Goku in that because don't forget, he got the Goku idea from that, but he didn't follow the story in Dragon Ball. He kind of went his own thing. Oh, he's just learning martial arts and stuff like that. He actually went to the Goku route with China's route. The story is completely different. It's not even like, other than the cloud and the bow, like, it's just he took a semblance from that, from the Goku story in China. But he didn't take, like, obviously, if you play Black Myth Wukong, that goes through the whole story of Goku, the Goku, Chinese Goku and stuff. You can tell the stories are completely different.
I was thinking that it was really similar to Superman's origin.
Yes,
really
it is. Oh, very, very similar.
and
Yes.
people have given me crap for that. I'm like, nah. I mean, have you compared
Kira
the two?
Toriyama got away with a lot of things. Let's be honest with ourselves, because Dragon Ball got iconic, but he grabbed a big medium. I don't know if he did that now, if he would be able to get away with it. In the 80s, 90s, world was, bigger and not smaller as it is now. You taking a major story from a thing and it becoming a major franchise, and that was China's.
Call you out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's China's like big folklore, and China would probably just fire back and say, "Hey, I thought you guys have your own folklore and stuff like that. Why are you taking ours?" Kind of thing. And you're not even, and you bastardized it. You ripped it apart and just made it about this thing. Oh, I know. I just like the likeness of Wukong and stuff. I used it for my character. We understand that, but why'd you even take it at all? Why didn't you just have them, things? That's what you could tell, that he want to the whole, okay, he has a tail, I'm going to make him an alien kind of thing. I believe that too. Tell Lewis I agree with him on that. I can tell he was just supposed to be a martial artist that learned stuff. I wonder.
He was based on Goku from Journey to the West. Anyway,
yes, correct.
Yeah.
And you just had, different characters and stuff. And I think he just filled in the blanks. Okay, Namekians. Normally it was like a Namekian was just something on the planet that at the time, Kami was just, because you had all these different creatures and stuff like that. Oh, he's just, slug man kind of thing, because we have all these different creatures on the planet. We have a dog for a president, for Christ's sake, like it's just like we have all these creatures. Dinosaurs are walking around on this crazy ass planet anyway. So why not have a green thing? You didn't think he was out of place. But it turns out Piccolo was an alien too. Now we found out Mr. Popo was a demon the whole time. That explains why he's lived so long without changing at all. Because demons live a very long time, Yeah,
because wasn't Piccolo also supposed to be a demon?
Yes, that's what they called Piccolo, a demon in Dragon Ball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, he's a demon and stuff like that. That's why Namekians live longer, but they still aged and stuff. And Daima just referred that and said, yeah, they were demons from the fucking get-go. They're not aliens that are slug men. They are actually demons and stuff. So hey, Twitch, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
Welcome. But yeah, it kind of went back and forth. First, he was called, Piccolo was called, the original Piccolo was called a demon. Then when he had his offspring, because Goku killed him, then he spit out an egg and made, Piccolo that we know now. They were just called demons, demon slug man. That was it. Then when Dragon Ball Z came around, oh no, you're a Namekian. You're a special thing that makes Dragon Balls and stuff like that. We know where your planet is, and we're just going to go there. Oh, and we just assumed they were aliens, kind of thing.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
Are you both a fan of Haruhi Suzumiya? Yes.
Oh yeah, Haruhi's great.
Yeah, that's coming back.
But is it really?
Yes, it's coming back. Apparently, I think either very much late in this year or next year tops. 2027 tops. But I heard it's coming back. Yeah, Chibi did mention that.
Yeah, we will definitely. It's going to take so many streams to talk about how great the 2000s were. But
yes.
Moving on.
47 on Twitter right now. Thank you very much for joining on the stream. You are welcome to join in on the conversation on either. I got the chat right here. On both.
I'm about to cause a war between everyone here. Who do you like more, Chaos, Goku or Vegeta?
I like Vegeta a lot, especially Super Vegeta when he was fighting in Perfect Cell. I thought that was his peak Vegeta. Yeah. It just looked as cool and stuff, but I still go with Goku. Goku just stuck with me more. Yo, Shiva, welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are starting to learn to turn out for the podcast. Thank you. We're almost at the numbers that we get for our night stream, so I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
Nexenor, who he was reacting to the Dragon Ball Abridged series, which is great. He pointed out that it really sucks that Piccolo does not win a single fight in the entire series. What? What the hell?
He wins. He wins.
He just spends all of his time aura farming, literally.
In Super, he won a fight. Okay.
That does not.
And also in the Saiyan Saga, he one shots the he one-shots a thing that he was giving him trouble. Technically, okay, when the Cybermen showed up, they were as strong as Raditz, according to Nappa and Vegeta. Yeah. And Piccolo got up so strong training Gohan that he one-shots a Cyberman. So it showed, and that technically was a fight. And he one-shot us. He literally, the Cyberman was going after Gohan. He's about to strike his blow. Gohan's a kid. He gets scared. Obviously he's fucking like, what is he? I think 5 or 6 at the time when the Saiyan saga's going on. So obviously he's not, he's not used to fighting. So things scare him. Piccolo grabs the Cyberman, literally one-shots him. That's a win. Okay. That is a win.
Yeah, all right.
Even though if it's a short fight, people forget that Piccolo did win against not in, I guess you just call him Imperfect Cell. He was not semi-imperfect Cell is what Vegeta was going against, but Imperfect Cell, Piccolo was winning that fight. Technically he won. Cell retreated, so Piccolo he won that fight too when he fused with Kami. 17 fight, that was considered a big thing for Piccolo. People will still say one of the best fights in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, still considered one of the best fights. That was a draw. Okay, it got cut off. But both, you would have said, 17 would have lasted. He has unlimited energy. 17 had a lot of damage, and they were growing to respect each other. I think that would have ended up being a draw no matter what. I think both of them, like, once Piccolo was like, okay, I'm kind of like, tapped out fighting you and stuff, I think 17, especially that 17 for that timeline, who was already more passive and doesn't want to just kill all the human race, would be like, you know what, bro? I appreciated this fight. I'm not going to continue with you because you're not at your peak right now. You fought the shit out of me. It's a draw, and I'll take it as a draw. I think I'm stronger than you, but you get a chance to prove it to me again. Go train some more, I don't know how you advance so fast. What you call 16 is saying that you're not Piccolo anymore. You can tell me about that if you want, but what'd you do and stuff? Be like, I fused with Kami, and be like, oh, cool. Well, can you get stronger? And be like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. And they would have fought some more kind of thing. I think that would have been a draw no matter what. So Piccolo had his shining moments. Vegeta had his couple of shining moments as well, but you guys got to understand something. Secondary characters will always get secondary types of things. They're never going to go over the main character terms of thing. Only Goku, people think is Goku won his battles because he was the main character, but he tried passing the torch to Gohan and the thing. Technically, if you're going by the thing of Dragon Ball type of things, Goku should just beat Cell and that was it. But, it was the passing of the torch moment.
Right.
How'd you get strong so fast in the Namek Saga in a nutshell? Yes, he fused with Nail, and then, the Frieza fight, see, even the Frieza fight, even though Frieza didn't transform, say Frieza was in his base form, and, you're saying what ifs at that point. If Frieza was in his base form, Piccolo would have beat him, kind of thing, Yeah. It's Frieza's very interesting character because some people will sit there and they even did what ifs, like technically if like Frieza was in his base form, right? And you had like Vegeta after he got hit by Dende and healed again and for the second time type of thing, and he was power level was over 1 million. Say Vegeta fought the normal Frieza and just decided to kill him right there. He could have, because Frieza was powered down at the time. It suppressed his power, so technically Vegeta would have beat Frieza right then and there. I think they had that what ifs in a couple of video games or something like that, where Frieza was powered down and the character beat him, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, you know more about this than I do. So Toriyama left the series in the hands of someone else. So was that an assistant of his?
Yes, he was a fan that did Dragon Ball 18 or whatever. It was basically a fan comic, and Akira Toriyama was so impressed with it because he drew Super Saiyan 5 Goku, and he's like, hey, I like your stuff a lot. Come work with me.
That's like a dream come true. That's very... See, I figured he was a manga assistant or something, but he wasn't.
No. He made the Dragon Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball AT, I believe it was. Or if I'm bastardizing it or not. But I never read it because I was like, it was a fan thing. I was like, whatever.
Yeah. You're like, why should I care?
Yeah, it's like, it looks just like the official manga and stuff. I get it, but it was still fan made, you know? Like, I saw so many things of that.
Not canon. Yeah.
Dragon Ball, I will find so funny is they get away with it. Everybody gets flack for tracing or whatever, but Dragon Ball fandom, for whatever reason, a kid will just show up out of nowhere, traces something completely, makes an animation completely from tracing from the series, and just changes a few things here and there. Everybody like, oh, this is amazing. This looks fantastic. It's like he traced the whole way, bro.
Yeah.
I could sit there and show you the scenes he traced from, you know, like, and they don't get any flack for it.
Yeah.
Very funny. The only true Dragon Ball animation that I saw that was actually legit was the one that where the guy really legit drew it. And he did the monkey god thing and everything. He literally like changed the whole transformation to Super Saiyan and things like that. Mm-hmm. And he got the recognition he deserved, obviously. It was amazing kind of thing. But that's the only true fan thing I've seen that actually looks like didn't come from anything else. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I don't know if you see that. Have you seen that, GB, or no?
I have not. No.
We'll watch that sometime. I'll show you. It's literally like, it looks amazing. Broly shows up to the fighting tournament, stuff like that. And just like, it's real, like, you know, Vegeta shows up and he turns Super Saiyan early. It's like the story's completely different. You know, Chi-Chi gets beat up by Broly and, you know, Goku transforms and it's like crazy ass transformation. But he does. He like breathes fire and, you know, chest thing expands, like fire coming out of it. It's an insane transformation.
Yeah, someone brought up that Goku really doesn't change at all throughout the series as far as like developing character, and I'm like,
no,
I sort of
disagree.
agree, but at the same time, the series doesn't require him to.
No,
like,
no, Goku, okay. Goku was very naive in the beginning. Okay.
Right.
Very naive, you know. In Dragon Ball, he marked out anybody that really just like he killed. Like
funny, right?
I don't know what the philosophy in Dragon Ball changed to where he also didn't feel like killing anybody anymore. Maybe as an adult, he understood the whole weight of.
That makes sense because I mean, kids are little monsters sometimes. Like,
yeah,
kill bugs just because they can.
Yeah, so Dragon Ball, he was literally fighting people and he marked them out. He killed them. You know.
Wow.
In Dragon Ball Z, you know, he's sitting there, he's having compassion, and, you know, Raditz just there rationalizes him and stuff like that. Oh, don't do it. You know, he had his tail, he grabbed his tail, and Piccolo's like, okay, you got him, Goku. That you've been saving. I knew you had an ace in your whole kind of thing. He's like, hey, yeah. And Raditz sitting there just sweet talking him and shit. And Goku lets go of his tail. And of course, Raditz makes him pay for it. He was naive at that point. Okay. You had Kid Goku that just didn't know his own strength, killed people because they were being bad and stuff like that. You know, Evil Dean Kid Piccolo, he was legit pissed off at him. You know, Piccolo, older Piccolo, not Piccolo that we have now. Piccolo's dad, technically. You know, Demon King Piccolo. He killed Roshi, he killed Krillin. You know, hey man, I'm gonna kill you too. And that's how you should have a mindset if you're an anime protagonist. You kill my friends, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm not gonna show compassion. And that's what annoyed the things about the Super Saiyan transformation. He transformed out of rage. They said, oh, you have to have a pure heart to have a Super Saiyan transformation. But then Vegeta literally is like, no, that's not true at all.
Yeah.
Not everyone needs to chase that goal.
I'll show you.
I became a Super Saiyan out of complete frustration over you.
It's funny because it's true.
Yes. And, you know, he kind of learned along the way that not to think that way, that true evil does have to be killed sometimes. But he blamed himself for the evil being there. So as an adult that he was, I guess, pretty much in the Cell Saga, pretty sure he was in his late 20s, early 30s, maybe. Yeah, time skips and stuff like that. It's hard to say. Plus, they did time room and shit, too. I'm not going to sit there and go fucking into the charts of, oh, well, he got this old or whatever. Whatever. He had his adult reflection period of maybe it's everything that's going on this planet is my fault.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if I'm not here, the Earth will stop being in danger, because he literally said in Dragon Ball, the androids are here because of me, because of what I did as a kid to the Red Ribbon Army. Cell is created because Dr. Gero got so mad with the Red Ribbon Army and him losing his entire army, which Gero was basically, you know, running from the background, doing the evil scientist stuff.
Yeah.
And he made this unstoppable creature that literally time traveled in order to get his revenge and defeat Goku. So Goku's like, if I'm not here anymore, the Earth will be protected. And I'm going to set you guys up with my son, who has no grudges. No, none of these villains from my past will haunt him because we're taking them out right here and now. And if you remove me, any other people that I happen to wrong in the past that might be lingering around, it doesn't matter. I'm dead. No grudges anymore.
Yeah.
So he took as an adult.
Go after his son, like
So
you know
that
like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is evolving. Do I think he was correct in doing that? No. Evil will always show its foot. Evil will always think, especially in a world like that. Evil will always come. It's best to continue training and become stronger, as he did in Super, as he saw. Like, leaving it just up to my son was selfish. Why did I leave that up to my kid when I like fighting anyway? My kid obviously doesn't like fighting. And I left it up to him. That was a selfish reason. And he didn't realize that all the way through Dragon Ball Z. In Super, he realizes that. But people sit there and they call him dumb and stupid in Super. He acted silly in Super because he realized how silly it was. Because now we have a goal of, we're not talking about interplanetary things that are aliens that are trying to take over the world. We're talking about gods we got to take down now. They're the ones calling the shots. They've been calling the shots. Goku finding out that planet Vegeta doesn't still know this in the series, that Beerus ordered the planet Vegeta, Vegeta's whole planet that killed the whole Saiyans. Beerus ordered Frieza to do that.
Oh.
Whether that was a retcon or not, doesn't matter. That's what the canon of the story is now, that Beerus ordered it. He was having Frieza do his dirty work. They talked to Frieza all the time. They were working with the Frieza family, and basically, when Beerus is asleep, you guys are being basically the lords of destruction for us, making our job easier. So we're not going to mark you out just for looking at us the wrong way, kind of thing, We're
That's
the gods.
guy that looks like the Egyptian cat, right?
Yes, correct. Beerus.
Yeah.
Yes, Beerus was the one, along with Weiss, that was really the real bad guy in the things. And it's funny that they're friends with him now and stuff, but Goku used him as a means to an end to, I have to get stronger. They know more techniques of me. I have no masters that know beyond what I know. I was trained by King Kai. I was trained by, Master Roshi and stuff, but Whis trained the god of destruction. I need to learn from him now in order to be able to take on the gods. And he even says in the Tournament of Power, he's like, the first tournament thing where he was not the total Tournament of Power, but the Tournament of Power that was like between Beerus and his brother, he tells Hit, he's like, yeah, they're calling the shots for now. Meaning that, hey, man, we got to get stronger than these guys. They're the ones telling everything. They're the ones telling us to rock and roll and stuff like that. Zeno is, people got to understand, Zeno's the old big dope. Zeno's not a fighter. He's just the thing that could wipe out universes at a whim type of thing. Well, Goku's goal is basically to become stronger than all of them and sit there and say, hey, guys, you can't fucking do this shit no more. How about that? Oh, what do you mean? I'm sorry, we have to mark you out. He knows at that point you got to either make them come to a consensus or I'll fucking kill you. I don't want to. I'm still the passive Goku that is in Dragon Ball. I'm not just going to kill you because I consider your power a waste that I could trade off of later. He still adapts that out throughout Super and stuff like that. That never goes to naivete. But in Cell, he saw that was a creature you have to kill. It has no reason. That's why, people brought up Cell. Why hasn't Cell been brought back? Perfect Cell been brought back. Cell is a monster, actual monster, because he can never stop evolving. When he gets almost killed, he gets that Super Saiyan boost endlessly kind of thing. So every time you almost kill him, he gets stronger and stronger. You can't have the creature like that. Storyline. You have to just kill it, and he has to stay dead. Otherwise, he's just surpassing everything. You already have that. Yeah, you already have that with Frieza anyway. Frieza's a mutant in his own race. He's gifted to where he gets strong all he wants type of thing. Now he is the strongest character in the series again, Black Frieza, in terms of Super and everything like that. He's the strongest in the series now. Why? He decided to just train because of Goku. They're saying, oh, you got to train to get stronger. Frieza now is an adult as well. He evolved past the point of being a brat and just wanting everything his way, and you better listen to me or you're going to die. He actually doesn't just mark out people now. He didn't kill him. When he got stronger than Goku and Vegeta, he's just like, yeah, I'm stronger than you guys now. What are you going to do about it? Aren't you going to do so? No, I'm not going to kill him. Not going to kill him at all. Because we still have that common goal of the gods are telling us what the fuck to do. I need you two around just in case I'm going to need that extra power to help support me if we decide to take on the gods. Their goal, that's what people don't see. The goal of Frieza, Goku, Vegeta, and all of them is to surpass the gods. And Akira Toriyama, before he died, he's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to have them surpass Beerus, because once I do that, there's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
So it's and Beerus always keeps sitting there saying, "Oh, that was only I used 80% of power." Turns out he only used 1% of his power. He was lying. You know, like they're gonna keep making that a thing where unless the series is gonna end, he's something that you can't get to. You know, Beerus is gonna keep constantly getting a story power up kind of thing. You know,
you could just turn it into a new genre and go, yeah, everybody's like too strong now. There's nothing left to do. So here's slice of life for the rest of the series.
They tried.
They tried.
Yes. Remember when Gohan in the when the Buu saga started, that was completely slice of life. It was supposed to just be.
I enjoyed that, honestly.
Yeah. As a Dragon Ball fan,
tried to get his driving lessons or driving license.
Oh, well, that was filler. So I'm talking about when after the Cell Saga, when they brought Gohan back, Gohan was supposed to play a daily superhero, Superman type of thing, but I'm going to have a school life. And that was what it was supposed to be. And the fans are like, yeah.
People didn't like it.
Yeah, you Gohan, Goku. So they're like, okay, fine. Buu Saga really started when they brought Goku back. And once again, Goku was proven right, though. As soon as you put me into the factor, what happens? Vegeta loses his fucking mind, and Buu gets fed the power needed. Because if I wasn't there, Buu would have never got the power needed to in order to be resurrected. You know.
What was Buu anyway? Like,
Buu was a demon as well. Buu was a demon created by Majin. He was created by Bibbidi Bobbidi. So, but Bobbidi was his son. Yeah, Bibbidi was the one that. Yeah, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Exactly.
That is the real name of.
That is it. Bibbidi Bobbidi and Boo.
Funny as hell.
Yes. Akira Toriyama was simple like that.
Yes.
So Bibbidi, his dad, created Boo. Problem was the way he created Boo, and you found out the lady that helped him make Boo. Again, it's kind of undermines. You thought that Bibbidi was like, but it made sense as you thought about it. Is Bibbidi got killed by Boo rather easily and stuff like that after time went on and stuff like. But Bibbidi really didn't make Boo. It was this lady that helped him do that by just making Boo in this cauldron thing that we see later in Daigma that made the other little Majin things and stuff like that, that we saw. They ended up being pretty cool, those two guys. But Boo was kind of like, fused with the Kais, and it changed his personality and stuff. And then Kid Boo was the original Boo, the one that was uncontrollable. That was a ruthless killing thing that Bibbidi had to always seal away constantly because he kept, trying to fucking kill him. Like as soon as he turned his back, he'd be like, oh shit, you're trying to fucking kill me, and then when the fat Kai fused with him, it made Boo innocent and stuff like that, But he still ended up getting sealed away anyway, because what the fuck happened with Bibbidi then? They never really said what happened with Bibbidi. I'll have to look back into that. He didn't get killed by Boo. Maybe he got killed by the Kais or something. Maybe that's what happened. Like, because I know Boo got sealed away as Fat Boo.
Fat Boo.
Bubbles. Boobities. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Bibbidi, but then we just get introduced to his son, Bobbidi. Maybe he just died at old age. Maybe possible. But those were demons too. Okay, Bibbidi and Bobbidi, they were demons. They were also demons. That's why they lived so long anyway.
I was going to say, are they immortal?
Nah, anybody that lives long in the series has now been, thanks to Daigma, because we always ask, why are they living so long? Why are they living so long? Why are they living so long? It's because they were demons. Every single race is actually a demon. They just came from the demon realm, and they decided to go into the normal universe realm, and all kinds of craziness ensued.
Sure.
because they had special powers and stuff like that. Right? It basically, okay, the Dragon Balls, you think about it right there, the Dragon Balls, in a universe that didn't have those things, and then you take these magical balls that sit there and change the warping reality itself, you know, it screwed up everything.
Sure.
You're having these things that can bring back planets that ain't supposed to be back. You're having these things that bringing back races that should be brought back and things like that. You know, it's literally a get out of jail thing. And the Dragon Balls were based on the Namekian's power. If the Namekian was very strong, the Dragon Balls could do more. If they were weaker, then the Dragon Balls could do less, you know?
Yeah.
But the main Dragon Ball one, the original Namekian and stuff, his Dragon Balls literally were like infinite. You know, all they did was, you know, make themselves young, normal selves again when they got them. But it was one wish, and literally they could do anything they want with those wishes. And they were just like, yeah, make ourselves older again.
Bippity boppity boo.
Bippity boppity boo.
That's hilarious.
54 on X. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to interact with us next time you see us live, you are free to join us over on our Twitch. I can say Twitch because we're not on TikTok right now. TikTok, I'm worried to do the podcast and have it since the podcast already takes so much resources to do. We have to do the collab stream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we have the Black Star Dragon Balls from GT. Yeah, we'll just say that's not real. Because that was made by the Piccolo and Kami fused together before they defused when Piccolo came to the planet, and he made those Dragon Balls. Which I don't know. It was like, oh, that made no sense, but we were just like, yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
When do filler arcs ever make sense?
Yeah.
Like, bullshit out of their butt.
But it's just funny that Akira Toriyama was like, yeah, I helped make Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and we're not going to take the Dragon Ball GT timeline stuff at all, but we're going to grab Super Saiyan 4 Goku, just make a few tweaks here and there, and bam, you get him in Daigma. Very funny.
Yeah. So
Vegeta heart is pure badass, Kaiser said. Yes, I saw that, Kaiser.
Yeah. Still can't believe bro is not legally married. But
GT is better than Super. I will disagree with that, Kaiser. No way.
Yeah.
Super has so many amazing fighting moments in the Tournament of Power, especially more better characters that, okay, GT was literally laid out like Super anyway. It's just the characters for GT were ass, man. Baby kind of made sense. Baby made sense. Okay, he was a truffle. The Saiyans used to have this planet. They used to be on the planet with Vegeta with them. I get it. That made sense, but everything else, man, the evil dragons and stuff, come on. We didn't like it because everybody made, I'm the wish from when Bulma got wished to, when Olaf wished for panties. You know, like, really, guys? And I am the most fearsome dragon of all when you brought back all those people that died. It's like, what, we shouldn't have done that? You should let evil people kill a bunch of innocent people?
Yeah,
that wasn't a good wish?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I never liked the whole evil dragon saga thing. I thought that was dumb. Everything else, Super 17, you could fit that in fine. The Android saga, it left out those characters. The most part I enjoyed the most is when they were traveling and doing the whole grand tour, looking for the Dragon Balls and running into all those silly characters and stuff along the way. But once they went back to Earth, it was just like, we're going back to Dragon Ball here.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z type of thing. And you characters that you have holding it down for this story aren't strong enough to do it. That's why Super hit off so much. You had strong character. You had Burst. You had Weiss. You had Frieza coming back. All established characters that people took off to right away. So that's why Super hit off so much. They had very good character development and character creation for Super. GT did not have that case at all. It didn't. I'm sorry. I know where they were going with it. Again, Evil Dragon shouldn't be making the Wish thing and the Truffles thing, and but you made him a friggin' another version of Cell that couldn't take too much damage and stuff like that. Oh, I'm getting hit, but I'm not really hurt type of thing.
Derp.
Yeah, because one of the Kais warned about that, misusing the Dragon Balls and stuff like that. But then in Super, it's just like, we need to use the Dragon Balls now. Use the Dragon Balls wherever you want. Bulma's using it to make her ass fat now. Nobody cares anymore. Literally doing that. Literally, she's doing that. She was using the Dragon Balls on the side to wish the dragon and say, "Hey, make my ass fatter." Like, and
Why?
she's like,
Like,
Bobo on the side tip was slowly. Frieza had the same idea. Okay, he wanted the Dragon Balls. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna wish for immortality? You're gonna rule the world." Frieza's like, "No, not at all. I'll just make myself taller, but slowly." Slowly, I want to use the Dragon Balls whenever I want. And I'm going to do it where people think it's a growth spurt. For Bulma, she was shaving off years and making her, but she didn't want to do it to where people were knowing she was doing it.
Oh, okay.
She was just shaving off. Okay, I'm in my 50s now. I'm going to shave it off to where I look like 47 or 46 or 45 and keep doing it a little bit here and there. And while I'm making my ass stand out, stuff like that. And it was so funny because Frieza and that they were like, Bulma brought it up and then Frieza brought it up. She's like, I'm doing the same thing. It's like, no. But yeah, Frieza just wanted to use the Dragon Balls to make himself taller because don't forget, in his final form, he's a short guy, you know, even with his golden Frieza, he's a short duder, you know, so he wanted to think that, oh, I'm just maturing. I'm having my growth spurt. Nobody knows about my fucking race anyway. I'm just having my growth spurt now. Well, technically, his second form was already a big dude like his dad, you know? But yeah, that was Frieza's plan. I found that hilarious that they were just like, oh, you have this grand plan to use the Dragon Balls? You wish for immortality and stuff like he had in the Namek saga and the Frieza saga. He's like, no, I just want to make myself taller.
That is really funny.
That's where Frieza evolved to you could say, not as like crazy anymore. He's an evil fucker. Don't get me wrong. He's an evil dude that will go to evil whenever he can. Yes, but he was a normal adult person at that point. I'm evil. I will fucking kill you. You've pissed me off. But if you make a good point, I'll keep you the fuck around. Fuck it, you know? But before he had a short fuse, literally you annoyed him for a fucking second. He was like, nope, dead.
Oh, yeah.
In Frieza Saga, you saw that. Like, literally the dude's like, oh, he's looking at it weird. Frieza's like, fuck you, die. You know, like,
yeah.
But like I said, by the time it's Super, when he's Black Frieza, and he literally is like, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys live. And Goku and Vegeta are like, huh? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, I'm just let you guys live. I know I'm stronger than you now. I can smirk. Hey, you two over there, even though you guys were wanting to kill me and everything, you want to be both my cooks? It's fine. I don't have to worry about you. What are you gonna do to me? You know, like, that was so un-Frieza, but because he was sitting in that time room, he aged, he became more of an adult, no more of a brat type of situation. Thing that annoyed me was TV. I don't think he killed his minions in the manga. I don't know. I remember TV. Yeah, when I read it in the manga, I didn't pay no mind to it because that time you were kind of reading TV in the manga, and you always just filled in the blanks anyway. But that's true. In the manga, maybe he didn't mark out the guys as much. But yeah, in the TV, they were just really doing. Because Akira Toriyama said he wanted Frieza at the time to be, because Japan was going through the evil landlords that we're going through over here right now.
Oh.
Where landlords, Japan figured that shit out and got corporate people out and the landlords out, you know, years ago. But we still have that problem. But that's what was going on there. So he wanted to make Frieza the evil, like, landlord of the universe, you know, kind of thing. Ruthless, does not care what you think kind of things. That's what he, you know, that's what represented Frieza, why he resonated with so much people, because that's what he said. That's why people took to Frieza so much. It's so evil, because that's where he took his character personality of the evil landlord that does not care what you're going through and what is happening in your life. Just get the fuck out. You know, this is my land now kind of thing, you know, like.
That's funny. Are we out of time yet?
Yeah, 2:15. They were a little over.
Okay.
Any other points you want to make, Miss Chibi?
We'll save them for next week.
Okay. Yeah, we save for next week. We'll talk more about, because we only got to what? How many more you got here? You show the chart. So people.
I've got so many.
Let me see.
It will take a while. Okay, hold on. Let me count them. Wait. I don't think there's anything else we can say about Lotus War. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dragon Ball we could talk about forever, but let's leave it towards more other stuff now. Because as you can see, I could talk about Dragon Ball forever. I bring it up stuff I forgot about that I had in my memory bank that got just brought up.
So there are 16 anime in the 90s folder.
Oh.
Some of them, it'll just be me talking because I know you haven't
Yes.
seen some of them. But yeah, yeah, we have all the time in the world to talk about these
Yeah.
things. Yeah, we'll see everybody next week for another podcast.
Yes, it's very fun doing these podcasts. I look forward to them a lot.
Me too.
Yeah, they're fun to have. And like I said, we'll start working on getting guests. Me and Chibi are getting very much acclimated to each other, doing co-hosting.
Oh yeah.
But we will have to also learn when we have guests to also be able to step back and let them
True.
talk, because that's what guests are supposed to do. So we have to make sure to know how to do that at certain points by having you. I don't know. We might have to warm up on some of our fans just to see if we know how to do that correctly. Because I don't want to invite big guests and they get the wrong impression from us. It's like, oh, they talked most of the time. And I didn't even get a fucking word in. Don't go to their podcast kind of thing, you know? Chaos is very careful with this stuff. He is not as random as you think he is.
Yes.
My guest idea. But yes, maybe we will practice on you guys and have you guys talking while we sit there and ask you questions that we would decide to ask about things. Yes, I think could be good practice, you know? We'll have like a contest, you know, in the Discord that literally you'll be like, oh, you won. You get to be a guest on our thing, and you could tell us. And literally, it could be we'll sit there and break a little thing, and you could talk about your life and everything. Just don't make it sad. Nobody wants to hear sad stuff per se.
No,
but you know,
don't need downer stories.
but just like, you know, like, oh, anime that I liked in my life, type of things, and how it had an influence on me and stuff. No depression stuff. We didn't need that. I know some people eat that shit up and love it. I will bring it up here and there, but I don't want to make that all the time type of thing, you know. I want it to just kind of be on the animus, you know.
I'm like on Discord groups where that is against the rules to be really negative. No.
Yeah. There's so much negative stuff. I mean, people on Twitter, especially, you see them. They just you comment on something, and it's just an innocent comment on whatever the fuck you see, and they're just like, "Fuck, you're a moron. You're an asshole." It's like, bro, I'm not even coming at you with that kind of energy. Who the fuck are you? You know, like. I will tell them all the time, I am not your therapy thing. Like, go over there, man. Fuck off. I don't know who you are. Why are you calling me a bunch of names? You don't even know what the fuck I do or why I'm just chiming in on a topic and gave my opinion, and you walk away, and maybe people might sit there and agree and talk about it. It's like they don't know how to engage anymore.
Oh, I know.
When you're talking on a topic, okay, is this coat red or blue? I think it's red because of these reasons. Another person, no, I think it's blue because of this reason. It's fucking blue. What are you, a fucking moron? You know, like
Twitter.
And they will fucking like go deep with you, and they'll fucking you don't think it's this color, and your wife and kid are horrible, and you should be fucking disowned. You should like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? This isn't how people talk. It's like stick on topic, talk about the conversation and stuff. Don't insult people because your life sucks or something, man. Like that's something we need to, as everything, as an anime community, as social media thing. When anybody does that, jump down their fucking throat and tell them, stop acting this way. It's not a conversation. Social media is meant to be a constant conversation, an ever-evolving conversation about a thing. When you do that, you are the guy way in the back that nobody listens to anyway.
Yes.
You're replying to me. No, I'm telling you not to do that. It's not normal. You know?
No.
You have to always imagine yourself on social media when you chime in on conversations, a room full of people, whether you want to say it's 10 people chiming in or thousands of people chiming in on the topic, right? Just say it's a room full of people. And when you do that, you are the guy way in the back that's going, you're a jerk off, shut up. You know, like, and everybody just turns their head and looks at you, and you're just like, oh.
You jackass.
Yeah, jackass. And you walk out.
There's a jackass over there.
There's the jackass over there, not adding to the conversation, not doing anything. The fact that they have no actual realization of that, we need to get rid of social media wise. We need to make it a norm when anybody does that to shut the fuck up. You are not doing anything. I'm not your therapy thing. Nobody's here for your therapy thing. You need a therapist. Go fucking pay for a therapist. Get the fuck off my replies, bro. Like, you want to talk to me about the topic at hand? I got you. But don't sit there and just call me a fucking moron.
Yeah.
And they think, again, if you reply to them, that acknowledges them. No, I'm trying to tell you not to act this way. It's weird.
I'm gonna sign off, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
We already did our recording, so we're good on that.
Good.
Everybody else, we'll see you. I'll let you know if Savvy wants to do anything. I will message her now and see if she wants to do anything tomorrow.
I'll let you know if we're on for Friday.
Yeah. And GB will let us know if we got to watch party on Friday. But if not, everybody have a wonderful new year. We'll see you in 2026.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to bust our butts to make more fans available to you so you can all conversate together. We have a great community and stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
Community.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you on Twitter and YouTube. So YouTube review and the Twitch. See you guys for the stream next tomorrow or whatever. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop streaming. Should have did the leaving, but that's okay. I gotta make a header that's just for us for the podcast of us just talking or something like that.